she brought out the recording. She didn't shut Monica up. All it did was
hell no, she didn't.
It's a illegal recording that she's holding on to, as sneaky as hell. So she's literally saying we don't want fraud and sneakiness, but she's going to bring out a recording that was secretly recorded just to prove that Monica wanted to be on the show just like her. Ooh.
And if Utah's a two-party state, she could be in trouble.
Because
just both people in the conversation have to know they're being recorded.
Hey, Larja.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Larja.
Hi, I'm sorry. I'll shut up. I'm sorry, Josh. Y'all go ahead. I just had a lot to say.
Heather's just confirmed what Heather wanted to be as well. Like on that recording, Monica's just the same as what Heather wanted to be, and the rest of the housewives.
Exactly. She said,
right. Monica's honest about her stuff, and the rest of them lie. Whitney doesn't lie.
What?
Whitney, I don't think Whitney lies.
She made this every single person. She made up a story. Why? What they did, and it made no sense. Exploiting her vagina. Lisa wasn't there for her, but then we saw Lisa was in her and Lisa way. Heather probably did do some stuff to her. I really think that there's a big thing there, but she went after Justin. There was no story there. That's all to me. Maybe it's not lying, but it's definitely like reaching and making think there's problems. She also prodded Monica to say on camera what the rumors were. Okay. She said, I don't know. She's like, and then I think Monica said, do you want to know or something? Like, first of all, you have Angie and Monica and Whitney sitting there. Meredith's the one that brought up about the husbands. Monica's just like, yeah, I've heard the same rumor. We need to shut it down.
Said she heard the rumor before too.
Exactly.
I know I'm late getting up here. I'm sorry, you guys, but I had so many freaking thoughts. Like,
girl, I was running my mouth. You didn't miss nothing. I wouldn't give you a chance to talk yet, anyways.
All right, do it.
Lisa?
The first half, Larja. What do you think about so far?
So far, I feel like Monica Fowler, she wasn't hiding from the cease and desist. The email had her name on it. She signed that email to HR saying she can help them as Monica Fowler. If they aren't connecting dots, they're the ones that are to blame. The recording from Tanisha, that's simply mutual annihilation. Tanisha, for her to have been recording her so-called best friend after we've already established, me and Candor went down a big rabbit hole last week. And we established that Heather is the op because Heather knew Jen, was hanging out with Jen, while Monica and Tanisha and this Murillo guy were all working for Jen. Then she hired Tanisha, knowing she worked for Jen, said in the confessional that she's known about Monica for years because they have the shared friend Tanisha who does her hair. So all of this acting so surprised is oppish behavior. Not to mention, we know that Heather has established herself, Heatherface, like Leatherface, has established herself as a maniacal villain because even on Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, we saw her allow another woman to be blamed for the bottle that was hid between her legs when she stole it from Giselle. She let Candace get ate up one side, down the other. Security went and searched the girl's room. And at the end of the girl's trip, she pulled out the bottle and her and Whitney snickered about it and never came clean. And now I was so upset last night. Where was the
poor
housewife?
Pepsi.
Where was the eighth housewife? Where was
that
she?
Poor Pepsi.
Wait, hold on.
That Pepsi. What? That Pepsi man.
Yeah.
They tortured over that.
Yeah.
That damn bottle that they hid in the outside
and she had
shower.
It the whole time.
He literally tore that place apart looking for that bottle because Giselle. Yes, he was actually crying.
Yes,
that was not accurate.
Happen. And then I was so mad. The eighth housewife didn't do what she's been doing for everybody on all the other franchises, which is blowing up their spot. Why, when they were sitting there lecturing Monica, and that was kind of race baiting to be like the poor, or not even race baiting, but just like stereotypical that the poor girl is the one who stole it, when your best blonde friend was in the stall next to you with her feet up on the toilet, making a phone recording, laughing at you, looking for your freaking ring. Why didn't the 8th housewife help out Monica in that situation? Why did they leave her to look like a criminal and allow baby Wrinkles and Leatherface to sit there and look at her cross-eyed when they had the tape? The only person who had access to it had her feet up on a fucking stall next to freaking baby Wrinkles when she was looking for the ring. I'm like,
that's why I think that Heather deep down has the ring.
Let her finish. Go ahead,
yeah,
Lord.
no,
I'm sorry.
like Lisa, and then at the end of that, I went back. You can just Google scene where Lisa lost a ring, and it'll take you right to that 5 minutes where Heather's on the toilet, the chaos after. Monica was one of the only ones helping that cow look for a ring in a public bathroom. Meredith didn't want to be bothered with people's in the public restroom. Whitney was standing outside. The only person that went and looked for the ring with her was literally Monica Garcia, and that's how she knows how many times he said it was worth $60,000. But no,
well, and
now
Monica even put her hands. Monica even put her hands in the tampon places and stuff.
Yes,
to check for it.
While
that's
her
a good
best
friend.
Was up on the stall with her feet hiding, laughing at her.
Yeah,
that's why I seriously think Heather is behind it.
Just like she held
and holding on to it.
She held Black Eye Gate from us. She held the
she held that for years. She's held Von Teese for what you said 3 years now because this is 2024.
To act like now that guy Murillo is trying to say now when Jenny Blaze calls, he's like, well, wait, she's like, wait a minute, that cease and desist came out in what year? And he's like, yeah, we knew about it in 2021, and but we didn't know it was that Monica. Me and Heather, we didn't know it was that Monica.
So was it Monica Flowers, Monica Garcia, or the third Monica that they haven't given a name for yet?
But the cease and desist on there, it doesn't matter because the fact that Jen Shah has that Monica working for her, and then she goes into Tanisha. She's still best friends with Tanisha, and Tanisha's working for her. You don't think that they put 2 and 2 together? You don't think it's that Monica? I mean, you don't think Jen Shaw?
Yeah, I do.
And
I do think Jen Shaw was a loose cannon. So yeah, I think that
it is race baiting. I'm offended that I'm sorry, Lisa. Just let me get this out real quick. And I'm also offended that these people are pretending like Monica is spray tanning more than baby Wrinkles, Whitlow, or Heatherface, and that she's claiming to be something that she's not, and adding more spray tan to look more ethnic. Disgusting.
That's BS.
Get some freaking life and get a backbone. Well, who's gonna fake to be brown in this society? The brown is the worst thing you can be in this society unless you're spray tanned orange. So that is BS, and I don't agree with them trying to bring up her freaking ethnic orientation as a further way to try to make her out to be a liar. Let that woman live.
I don't like that either, and that's why I thought Mary Crosby would be a good support system for Monica.
Me too.
I really did.
Lisa, I'm going to have to go soon. I will say who the biggest victim is on these sofas. Those white bloody cushions.
The white
cushions. They have ruined those white cushions. I feel so bad for those cushions on the back seat.
No, and it's so funny. They always use white cushions on spray tan cast.
Exactly. You know what Lisa Barlow's like for spray tan. And Angie looked like she was well in with the spray tan as well. I mean, they were looking tangled orange, Fanta orange.
Well, somebody said in the chat that they thought that Monica's sole thing was to come in and take down Jen Shaw. Well, no shit, Dick Tracy. Exactly.
Her whole it was her whole thing to take down Jen Shaw.
That was, but she was up front and said that was my plan. I did do that.
You guys,
she did.
Lisa, what do you think about them acting like Monica somehow damaged Whitney, Lisa, Heather, or Meredith? Do you think that they were at all damaged from what Reality Von Teese did to Vinny?
No,
I don't either.
Not at all. If anybody in this cast has ever been hurt on, in my opinion, it was Angie Harrington, because of her child being trans.
Mm-hmm.
That's the same.
And Lisa Barlow taking that her catering away for her event, where her and her husband donated so much money for the LGBTQIA and everything else. And for them to say Monica is not Colombian or Puerto Rican or from Bermuda is asinine. You can tell by looking at her. She's a brown girl. She's either biracial, meaning African American, Black, or Hispanic, or she's Hispanic.
Did she say? Does she know what her dad is? Did she say she knew what her dad's?
She said she's Colombian, right?
He was
Sebastian?
Colombian. Her dad was Colombian.
Okay, hold on.
Here.
I'm gonna mute you guys. I don't know who's talking. Okay, hold on. Sebastian, hello.
Hey everyone, how are you guys?
I'm gonna let you talk 1 second. Bren, do you have anything to add real quick?
Yeah. On the question, in the very depending on parent or race of the parent.
You're breaking up bad, Brendan.
You're breaking up, Bren.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
I can hear you there.
No, go ahead. Go.
Just talk to the thing.
Oh, yeah. Skin tones tend to vary from region or what parent or region your parents are from.
You can be Black and be as white as me, translucent.
Pretty much.
I mean, yeah. Like, look, you know,
not pretty much. It's a fact. I do know of a girl that I went to school with that was albino.
She's only a large other thing going right. Hi, Curves panel. Hello, guys.
Yes, I lived me. Thank you.
Everybody on Instagram, hello. There's people watching us on Instagram. We're on Largest panel as well. So hi to everybody that's watching us through Largest too. Let me make sure we get through that, and make sure you guys hit all our stuff and all that crap. And before we finish it, Sebastian, we'll talk about all of it again later. But Sebastian, what did you want to add before we get to the second half of the?
Okay. I am so upset that this is the way this reunion was done. I'm so, and trust me, I am no Monica fan at all. Curves knows it. Krista knows it. I have been holding Monica accountable from ever since the way she's been speaking to her mother. I have not been liking Monica. Everyone knows it. But I didn't like the way they just made it all about her in the reunion.
What?
I didn't like that. I did not like that.
We'll buckle up because it's going to be all about her. They got everything else out of the way.
I really didn't like it. And yes, it was very much stereotypical about the way they thought that Monica stole it. Obviously, they see a brown girl, a Colombian and Portuguese girl, most likely, who wasn't even in the bathroom. And I'm shocked when I heard that. I didn't know Monica was not even in the bathroom when all this was going down.
Send you the clip right now, Sebastian.
Until I watched it and she said that. I was like, oh my God, Monica was not even in the bathroom when this ring thing happened. So you should be looking more at Heather, Lisa. You should be looking more at Heather because she was actually there with you. She was the TMZ for Bravo, being part of production, recording everything, recording your meltdown over your $58,000 to $60,000 ring.
Okay, guys, I gotta go. I got more chores to do, so
love you.
Love you too.
Brendan.
I'm sorry I was up here and talk too much.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do an unboxing later, Brendan. I'll
wait, what happened?
I got your box yesterday. I didn't even open it yet because I want to do an unboxing, but I want to call you and have you up on there, okay?
Okay, wait. You got the package through that store?
Yeah, but I didn't open it yet. I want everybody to see when I see it. I'm so freaking excited. I'm gonna call you later.
I know, but you got the package to that storm we just had?
Yeah, I just got it yesterday. It came yesterday, babe.
USPS must have been working overtime.
Over rain, sleet, or snow.
Yep, I guess they mean it. All right.
Our gazebo almost blew over last night. Bye, Brian. Love you.
Love you.
Love you.
Sebastian.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to come up here and take over your panel.
No, she's
I'm
an
sorry.
embarrassment. Do you really think that, Manny? She's an embarrassment. Why though?
You know who said that? Real Andy BH said the same thing.
She's a little
thinking, She's putting y'all on the map right now. She's better than Evelyn Lozada patting her puss.
That's a little that's a stretch. I don't fully agree with that.
I mean,
even though I don't like her.
that was Chin job.
What's your view on Monica right now when you're seeing
Yeah.
this reunion? That's what I'm asking. What is your actual review? Because, like, what
Yeah.
you seem like a fan of her when you're looking at this reunion. So,
Yeah.
when you're piecing it all together, because
Right.
there's that many holes in
Yeah.
this jigsaw, when you're piecing it all together, are you seeing what we're seeing, or are you still on the fence, like not liking her? Because yes, yes, she does have bad personal skills and stuff like this, but she has been nothing but honest really all the way through, and that's what I'm liking. I just want to know your opinion because it seems so you're not really a fan of her.
Okay, I'm not fond of her. That is true. I'm very much not fond of her. But I will say this, despite me not being fond of her, I will acknowledge that she did own up to everything that she's done so far on the show. She's one of the few women to do that, and I'll give her credit for that. I'll give her credit for owning up to having the page and all these things. I'll give her credit for that. But one thing is, I don't think Lisa has the right to criticize her about lies and stuff like that. When Lisa came with some guy, made him lie on camera saying that he gave Miriam Cosby $300,000. So there's an echo, there's an echo.
Turn your your tab.
Lisa has no right to push. Oh my God, who's that?
Hold on. Manny, you there? Manny, close your tab right there. I'll take it out. Come back up. All right, guys. Where's your Sebastian? You're still there.
So Lisa Barlow has no right to be talking about lies when she brought some man on national television to lie and defame Miriam Cosby and say that he gave $300,000 to Mary's church because she forced him. Lisa is a horrible, vile woman, and I will categorize Lisa. I know you guys are gonna jump because you guys love Monica, but I put Lisa and Monica on the same pedestal. The only one on this show that I actually like is Meredith and Mary. Those two are only housewives on Salt Lake City that I actually like. I don't like none of them.
Why don't you like Monica though?
I don't like Monica because the way she talks to her mother. If you could talk to your mother like that, if she could talk to her mother,
Did you hear?
You already know she don't care about. She will definitely say worse things to these women if she can talk to her mother the way she talks to her mother.
Curves, did you hear her and her mom on the hot mic arguing about how
Said you're an actress. She said you have to be.
You didn't have it set up. You didn't set it up right. You were supposed to do this. How do you think I'm going to stay on the show if you don't? If you don't follow in line?
That what you just said was what that whole conversation was about. She's like, why are you making me out to be the bad one? How am I going to get back on the show if everybody doesn't like me because you don't like me? You know what I'm saying? I think that was a self-serving argument on her mother's side because you could tell she still wasn't getting that her daughter. I feel like Monica was literally really hurt in that. I feel like she was genuinely embarrassed to be in that room and have trusted that she could bring her mom, despite their history and despite all of their water under the bridge, bring her into that room in front of cameras and chance that she would have her side, only to be abandoned again on camera, then chastised, then argued with, then belittled, then not even care that I fell down the stairs trying to escape the embarrassment that you just put me through. And that video was even her further digging in because it was so young. What about my time on the camera? What about me? You were supposed to be an actress. You weren't supposed to really let me get to you the way that I always get to you. You were supposed to gloss over it. You were supposed to act like it didn't matter, even though it does. You know what I'm saying? That's what she was really saying to me.
I will say this. The problem is with Monica and her mum, it's a problematic situation. No one's family is perfect. Dynamics different. Not everyone has the same way of speaking to the parents, and that's through trauma, and that's through domestic behaviours. What's gone on, and I'm sorry, but if you look at the mother, she's even said on IG, she's even said, I need to work on myself a lot. I hold my hands up. She's admitting it, but will she work on herself? Yes, Monica needs to work on herself as well because she has 4 daughters. But I don't think Monica is as bad as what the mother is. The mother does need to actually work on herself because I see a lot of Monica's mother and it hits close to home. And I know exactly
It
how I
does
feel.
for me too, Josh. It hits
I,
home for me too.
I'm kind of.
Giving you guys
I'm
cyber
sorry,
hugs.
Candor. I'm
I'm
sorry.
giving you
I'm
guys
sorry.
cyber hugs because
And
Monda's supposed to be a
I
soft place
see
to
that
land. Hopefully,
you can respect your parents to a certain degree, but when your parents keep on throwing you under the bus, humiliating you, putting you down, making you the fool, always interfering, telling you what you have to do constantly. I mean, Monica, she's in her 40s now. Come on. Enough's enough. Parents need to sit back and focus on the grandkids or something. You know what I mean? Let the adults be adults. And it shouldn't even be this kind of dynamic at her age, behaving like this with her 40-year-old daughter. They should be getting along and looking out for each other, really. That's what they should be, because Monica's mother doesn't have much life left. Like, come on, let's face the facts here. Not every family, you're judging families on how you see families or how you live in your family. Not every family is the same. That's all I can really say on that. And it's not defending Monica because Monica isn't perfect. But like I say, every family is different, so the dynamics are different.
Well, and it's
Like,
a learned behavior. Monica
yeah,
learned to act like that because her mom acted like that towards her. And if she didn't get away from her husband, who was DVing her, then she's got 4 daughters who are going to pick men that beat them
it's going to follow the
or
same.
stray or, and just repeat the cycle.
Yes.
You have to set boundaries. And when you set boundaries, even when they're with family, you cannot let people cross them.
That point right there. There needs to be, you got to open up your mind a bit more to I always say this, walk in another person's shoes before you judge anyone. And that's not a disrespect to anyone on this panel. It's just when you lived life and you've lived it a certain way, you don't see things what other people see. And that is typical Monica reaction, rebelling out, because that's the way her life has been. And that's her way outlet by getting one. It's like one-upmanship on the mother, and the mother comes back and does that to her, and then she goes back and does that. That's how they play in the game, and it's the wrong game to play. They need to separate, discuss things properly, actually listen to each other, and resolve their issues. And this ego needs to go out the door because the daughters will be watching, and they're going to pick up on this. They're going to copy it. It needs to stop.
At Candor, do you know? I think they're so busy worried about what they're going to say that they don't hear what's being said to them because they're already defensive and the tone of voice is coming one way and it's already put up your defenses. And then when Monica and her mom try to talk, they don't talk; they just fight.
That's what
It's
that's what
push
I'm.
pull, push pull,
That's
push
the
pull.
thing.
That's
They
why I'm
need
saying. That's why I'm saying they're not open to listen to each other. The defense is up, the brick walls up, and you're going to need a crowbar to get through it. You know what I mean?
I think it's
Yes.
her mom did not show up for therapy. So why did we got to figure out why that happened? But listen, just
according
even
to
therapy, nobody has to, like, one and the other doesn't have to be wrong. Like, just because they go to therapy doesn't mean her mom's wrong or she's wrong. They just can't communicate.
No, it's just a mediator.
Yeah,
It
mediator.
would be a mediator if they went.
Just show each other how to communicate, or explain to her what this one means, and then you explain to her what she means. And I also think that Monica did bring her mom on the show too, partly not just because of the drama, but like maybe to try to work on that relationship, because you can look back and watch how you acted because you got a camera on you. But apparently her mom is still being an asshole. Whose mom? Okay, now you're talking about the way she talks to her mom. Have you seen what her mom's done to her in social media just yesterday? I mean,
I've seen her mom take a car away from her, who she has 4 little children that she needs to haul around, which is ridiculous.
Just yesterday, Sebastian Emmanuel, she literally.
That's her mom's car, though. And if
it's only her mom.
It's her car. She's paying the payments on.
But if
she put it in her
late
mom's
with
name.
The payments, then the mom's gonna need to get her
She
car
wasn't
back.
late with the payments. She wasn't late with the payments.
It was
what the
because
mom
of the
said.
argument. It was because of the argument. Her mom took the car away from her because she
spiteful.
got in that argument with her.
She admitted it. She said she did to be spiteful. First of
Yeah.
all, don't buy your don't put a car in your name for your daughter that has 4 daughters, and then usually use it as a weapon. So you're going to do something for your daughter, let her put a car in your name because she needed a car, but then you're going to weaponize it and take it from her when you get mad. Like, come on. Like when she has 4 daughters, like I would
Is that
honestly
part of the narcissist behavior?
Yeah, I don't know
Yes.
about narcissist, but more like
That's some controlling stuff, right? That's a
Yeah,
control
controlling.
tactic.
That's
Control.
very controlling.
I think
mean,
her
I
mom.
wouldn't be a
wrong.
bit surprised if she was her mom was an Aries or a Scorpion.
I think her mom's not a
Oh.
narcissist because she's very emotional. She's very reactive, and usually narcissists are very calm and they're just assholes. Her mom has interest. Like her mom definitely just has anger issues because of the way she was treated by her mother, which they talked about, and she did it to Monica, and they freely admit it. It's the way that they don't, they didn't. I don't think none of them wanted to have kids. I don't know, except for Monica.
Do you really think? Can I ask, because y'all watch, everybody watches this?
Yeah.
Do y'all really think that Monica's mom went as far as to call everybody in the family and make sure nobody would meet up with her in Bermuda?
Yeah, that was over the cameras. That was just over because they didn't want the cameras there. But she probably assumed her mom did it because why not? Her mom's like screaming at her in a restaurant, calling her motherfucker, and telling her you didn't stick to the script and you're a star. You're supposed to be a star. And she's like, do you fucking hear yourself? You're my mother. Get out of my house. Like, you really think that that's made up and like that is fake, that fight? Because if you hear Monica screaming, that is not fake. That is real anger and hurt. There was a day that she fell on the steps. Her mom's telling her it's her fault. Like,
right?
Well, I don't know. I think, don't get me wrong. I do think her mom has issues too. I just don't like the way Monica spoke to her.
Let's see what her mom said to her in the last 24 hours, real quick.
Yeah, you're right. I don't like the way they spoke to each other.
Okay. Do you like what happened
on national television? But what I wanted to come on here to talk about is the fact that Monica was caught in 2 lies last night.
2 lies? Okay.
2 lies.
Okay.
She wanted to say that when she contacted them, she claims that she said the show is crap, your ratings are suck, but then they showed the email to prove that that's not really what she said. So that was the first lie. The second lie was
what did it say? Because I couldn't read that fast, y'all. What did it say?
Basically said in a nice way.
It's very nice. She just said, if you guys want more Latino representation, she was very nice about it. It wasn't as harsh as she said it was. And then the second lie was when she said that she wasn't hanging around Jen Shaw expecting to get anything. And then when Heather pulled that recording out,
You're crazy.
Shocked.
You're actually crazy.
And it proved. I mean, she said Kim Kardashian was an assistant. And now look, does this girl think she's Kim Kardashian? What's going on?
Well, we'll see when her sex tape comes out if she thinks she's Kim.
Kim Kardashian didn't know she was Kim Kardashian either. She had no idea how popular she would be. So
I'm sorry, but
Would she have thought that maybe she was inspired after? Because she said when she first started working for Jen wasn't on the show yet. So then Jen gets on the show. Then she's like, oh, maybe, hey, Kim Kardashian became famous from being somebody's assistant. So maybe it was a buildup. Maybe it wasn't an initial thought in the front of her mind. It could have been a tickle in the back, and that's not a bad thing. Everybody's supposed to want more than what you have. You're supposed to. You're supposed to be a fish, look at a goat on the side of a mountain, be like, damn, I wish I could climb a mountain, and one day grow some feet and climb the fucking mountain. That's what we're supposed to be able to do any fucking time. But no, we're trying to box everybody in to this little bitty space where she has to be the way that you're going to be with your awesome mom. I don't agree either how she's been with her mom. I have an awesome mom. I would never. And I totally see how Monica could feel encroached upon in her womanhood by this constant barrage of crazy that her mom gives her. What sealed it for me from her mom, because I was kind of torn, because I was with Emmanuel and Sebastian. I was like, well, look, honor thy mother and father so your days can be long. Like, that's all I know. You know what I'm saying? And with that dinner, the guacamole dinner, remember they went to dinner? And her mom ordered the food and then ate her guacamole and then cussed her out and then cried and then laughed. And then, you know what I mean? Like, can you imagine going through that? That sealed it for me on why Monica was like that with her mom specifically. And then I wish that she wouldn't have brought it on the show. And I was grateful that she was willing to be vulnerable and take a crap shot on her mom, who obviously couldn't deliver.
I know. Yeah. What's her?
I mean, you're
Go
right
ahead,
about
go ahead.
that, Curves. It's great to want to go up and grow. I don't have a problem with her wanting to be like Kim Kardashian, but just don't lie about it. She lied and said that she didn't want anything out of it. Just don't lie. Just be honest.
What I will say regarding Monica is
Who does she?
Monica
When
is
did
now
she ever
40
say
years
that? I don't remember ever saying that.
Krista,
Yeah.
Monica is now
When did-
40-year-old.
Yeah.
She has responsibilities. She can't
Right.
copy what Mom's done. And that's the bit where Monica has got to stop freaking out. Stop.
I know. Well, she does really freak out.
And she needs to
Everybody else
stop
does.
wait a minute. She needs to stop talking in front of her daughters about the situations because it's not healthy towards the daughter. I know she's not intentionally doing it, but it will be affecting the children. I will say that about Monica, but the rest of it, these women need to realize they are a bit stronger together than what they are apart. And her mother should know of all people what it's like to feel that hurt, to not do it to your daughter.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah, good. And I feel like her daughter, the oldest daughter, as much as she looks like she's, she's very good with her mom, but I think that's probably, it's probably going to show her what not to have. Like, I think her daughter's going to take it as a lesson of what not to be with or who not to be with, or how not to, because Monica's already changing the way she's changing the dynamic in her family by being a great mother instead of what her mother did to her and what the grandmother did to her. She's breaking the pattern already by taking away from the husband, whatever that situation was allegedly. I have my banner up. I don't know, the DV thing. I don't know where that came out, but I didn't know that. That makes sense now why she had an affair. I mean, not that you have an excuse to have an affair, but she freely admits, like you said, she freely admits what's wrong. Now, the thing is, if
10
she
years
did,
ago. The affair was 10 years ago. The affair was 10 years ago.
A decade ago. It's
she's
that
not
long.
bringing it down. Heather's the one that asked her about her life. Heather's the one that asked her shopping and all about herself, like she didn't know. She's like, she made her say.
Remember last night they said that they excommunicated her out of the church and then everything that she did to get back into the church.
Right.
So she must live and die by that faith.
I don't think so anymore because they, like she said.
Have they excommunicated her again?
Well, no, she just decided she didn't want to be there. Like, she decided that it wasn't, I guess she started to cry. I don't know really how she said it, but she just said she couldn't handle it. She left.
I will say that the best remark out of this reunion was, bench warmer bitch. That's
oh my gosh, she was a bench warmer.
This is why I run. This is why I run and stand for Monica, because she will say stuff straight off the cuff, straight off the top of the head, which is normally what I do, and shoot these bitches down when it's needed. Because Angie K had no right button to that subject. It had nothing to do with her. She was wanting a moment. She got a moment. She got shot down and looked a fool. I sent you the clips of what I said to Angie K back when Angie K tried it on one of the bloggers' things. And at the end of the day, the conversation was between Lisa and Monica to sort out, not Angie K.
Yeah.
And Angie K, it's sometimes, don't get us wrong, I do like Angie K, but she was reaching last night. She really was. Yeah. And I was in Meredith's corner basically because Meredith had script for script everything what Angie K was saying. And it's just there. It's just all drawn out. It's like, it's so clear on the wall and the table that Angie K is desperate to stay on this show. And it's looking cringe, and her reactions in the blogs are even more cringe. She's like the Teddy of Salt Lake City.
Oh my God, Teddy. She is like Teddy.
Anyway, I'm going to jump back into the chat because I'm going to be making some food because it's different times here. But I will be watching. I'll comment. And if the link goes up again, I may come back up. Okay?
Love you. Okay.
Right, everyone have fun.
Because I have a question for Sebastian. So, why are you forgetting her? Because what we know now that Heather knew about. So you're talking about Monica lying. You don't think that Heather lying about knowing about Von Teese for?
I don't like Heather. I don't like Heather. I honestly don't.
Oh, you don't? Okay, so that's okay then.
Trust me, I do not like Heather one bit. I don't like Heather one bit.
Okay.
Especially.
Didn't you say Meredith was your favorite?
Yes, Meredith and Mary are my favorites.
So what do you
No, I
think
like
about
Mary.
Meredith, the one who brought up the husbands and the nastiness of her, meaning Angie, and her husband? So what? That's a lie right there too. You know what I mean? Meredith is saying
She never said the husband was gay. There could have been so
I
many
didn't
things.
say gay. She said nastiness and the husband. What about the husbands and the nastiness of Angie? And then when we talk about her husband. So if it's not about their marriage and it's not about him being gay, what is she? So she knows something else. So she's heard other rumors about him.
Their finances.
Been a gambler.
Angie K was talking about marriage and
He
finances.
could have had a substance abuse problem. He could have had for some, you know what I'm saying? He could have, it could have been a whole lot of different things about him personally that had nothing to do with Angie, but could strongly affect Angie.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? He really could have.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. And the fact that, it's a shame because it really, Meredith did say that. And the whole reason they were talking about Meredith saying this because they're like, she's getting into her old patterns. And they make Monica say what she thinks the rumors. Now, Jen Shaw, remember, is the common denominator here. So anything that's been talked about these ladies in their lives came from Jen Shaw to go right through, Monica or whoever else. You don't think that Jen Shaw was filling her head with information on every single one of them?
And she even said
that
all the
I'm
ladies
sure she gave
from Jen Shaw.
Sorry, I was going to say she probably has a dossier on each one of them from Jen Shaw, and on Stuart and on Jen. I mean, if she had to be a witness for the federal government, then I'm sure that she's got files upon files on each one of these women and things they've done. And
well, listen, it's only to say Jen Shaw. It's that she's a witness to the fact that Jen tried to get her to commit fraud, and the government wanted to hear what she had to say. And she probably had it on tape. But the thing is, I don't think that I think Von Teese was her whatever dossier, whatever it's called. But Von Teese, I have screenshots of what Von Teese was saying to Dana, because she was talking to Dana, sending her all the clips. There's nothing about any of the other ladies, okay? And the fact that
they took it down.
You're privileged to that. I know. I tried reaching out to Krista to see, do you follow this one? Because there was 2 and 3 and then another one, and she's like, I talked about it for 8 hours, and I'm like, I didn't ask you that.
Well, because I was for 8 hours, I still haven't gotten an answer on where are the fucking DMs that we went after Meredith for, and they're so bad that the women would try to fight Monica in the end. So again, I've yet to see anything that came from Von Teese or Monica specifically about I don't know, Meredith or Angie being a Greek mafia, her bankruptcies, Lisa's anything about Lisa. All of them were screaming at her. Whitney's like, I can't be around her. Oh my god, I can't sit next
Whitney
to her.
said that about Monica?
Yes, they're all
she moved from the table.
She heard us. I have to get up.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch the reunion again.
You know what's so crazy? All of this, the more we talk about
I'll go watch it again.
And especially after watching the reunion last night, I'm like, the audacity of these hoes. You know why? Because how they're grilling Monica and don't want to sit next to her and crying in a huddle their dog is in a grave. It's just bizarre. And these same crying, heckling hoes have not apologized to the melanated goddess that is Mary Cosby.
I was just thinking the same thing, for bullying her.
Up stuff on her and her family, talking about her family, her husband, her dead grandma, her dead grandpa, all of the other stuff. When she did sit down to the airhead little girl, the airhead didn't even say sorry the right way. It was more of a, we're moving on, aren't we, kind of conversation. She never apologized from her heart because it's not on her heart. And Whitney just wanted to know about her inbred chin and never took accountability in that conversation.
Every single one.
Anytime you had an if,
who spent time and energy on camera, besmirching her name, on camera, bringing in outsiders. One time, Lisa Barno, wrinkles, somebody party to try to bring down Mary Cosby, y'all.
I know.
They want
Can't stand
Monica.
Lisa Barlow. She gives all us Lisas a bad name.
Yeah, she gives all you Lisa's a bad name. You're right about that, but she also looks stupid sitting up there trying to make and hold Monica to this fire of something that happened off camera.
Yep.
That was off camera, ladies.
Yep.
But you want us to care more about that than everything you've done on camera with zero accountability, zero remorse, and which was truly damaging to somebody else on the cast and dangerous because Mary was getting a lot of heat in the streets. They stirred up a lot of stuff.
Didn't they mess with her church and stuff?
Yeah, they messed
really
with her
bad.
church. They tried to blame her that some guy S'd himself. They tried to say that she was milking people for their money. They were saying all this stuff. On top of that, was an alleged.
Didn't that come from Jen Shaw and Lisa Barlow?
No, it came from
Yes.
literally the
No,
bloggers.
it came from Heather. It came from Whitney. It came from Lisa. They all three had ganged up together and done that season. Remember?
That's why Mary didn't come back. Mary didn't come back.
I was going to say that's why Mary didn't come back and she didn't go to the reunion that
back
year. And everybody's like,
nobody defended her after Jenny win. Awesome.
And then when she did come back.
11/11. Thank you, God, for everything in my life. Thank you, God. Okay, so darn, Jenny threw that glass at Mary. Nobody even went and checked on Mary to see if she had anything wrong with her. That's when Mary didn't come back. She was not even safe. Production didn't even do nothing but do a long scope out. They didn't even hardly follow Mary after she got assaulted with a glass by Jenny Wynn.
I think that production.
Go ahead, Lisa. Sorry.
Production messed with Mary Cosby, and the other women messed with Mary Cosby. They tried to destroy her. Not just her church, but her family. I mean.
Well, she comes back. And she comes back.
I know, and I'm glad she came back. But I can't believe that her son lives in her house with her for a year and has been married and she don't know it.
I know.
She would have officiated his wedding. I think that's terrible that he would do that to his mother.
I think they had to get married so she didn't get in trouble for. I mean, I think they did it because
to live in the house.
She was underage. But listen, the fact that she came back this season and she gave what she did was she went to every single one of these women, waited for an apology. She didn't get one. So she said, fuck them all. And she stopped filming. That's the only reason she came back, because she knew that they needed her and the network didn't need her. Okay. She had her funny scenes, but the fact that she wouldn't get an apology, which I believe out of all of them, and then she's just, stopped filming with them. And then they decided, okay, all of a sudden now, because she's not going to participate, that she's like, they're going to take her off the show, which I don't know how they even do that, because they've never done that before. They'll usually wait to the end of the season if she doesn't, and then
at the reunion next week.
Well,
Mary Crosby will.
I don't think they should have. I mean, I know she's coming to the reunion, but I don't think. I guess maybe she wasn't going to show up anyway. But she said that they took her off the show. She said she was hanging out with certain people, but I think that she needed an out.
When she didn't, the year that she didn't show up for the reunion that they were expecting her to, that was part of her contract.
Well, they still brought her back.
She basically quit then, right?
Yeah, but basically, that was the first time that they brought anybody back that didn't show up to the reunion.
Did you guys know that Mary Cosby and Andy Cohen knew each other way before she was on the show, when she used to live in New York?
Yeah, she used to live in New York.
I think Mary Cosby's who they wanted to make the show around.
Me too.
And Heather acts like everybody wanted to make it around her.
Lisa,
she's so boring.
Well, listen, the fact that Meredith is the one weaponizing people's things about people's husbands and not bringing it up, that created this whole entire thing anyway with Angie. And as far as Angie's concerned, she fumbled the ball at the end right here, because she really should have stayed by Monica's side, because we're going to see when she said that Lisa and Angie were the worst. That's because they were the worst talking to Von Teese before they knew who Von Teese was. So they were literally sending stuff to Von Teese. Okay.
That's what I said. That's another reason why they're so mad, is because they were supporting Von Teese
and sending information. And the fact that, how are you going to have a cease and desist, a legal letter with somebody's name, like all these people's names on it, and then you're going to allow, and if say Jen Shaw doesn't tell Heather about the situation, she just allows somebody to work for her that's a part of a a cover or a takedown, because as soon as Heather found out about Von Teese, she let it keep going. She told Tanisha to pretend to be her friend and record her and I guess, I don't know, Heather wanted to make sure, I don't know what Heather was doing, but she let this entire season pretend to be Monica's friend, Sebastian.
Yep.
Pretended to be her friend, said that, I'll get to know her. And they
I don't like her. I don't like Heather.
Well, then, you know what? I don't like her. But she's also, if you don't like Monica for certain reasons, I get it. Like, you don't know you're gonna leave, right? But the fact that she has like literally, she's
getting all of
the hero of the show. I think
he's getting too much of the heat. I think the heat is misdirected. They should.
But you agree, though, right? You're starting to see what we're saying. How you don't take out you don't like her.
I see that Heather deserves some of the heat too. A lot of these other women deserve the heat. But I just think that Monica is getting most of it, but she doesn't deserve all of it.
Thank you for saying that.
But
do you think she's conniving and dangerous and you shouldn't be on the show over it?
Number one, she shouldn't be on the show because she was part of a page that was doing. She shouldn't be on the show for that. No.
Okay.
She shouldn't be on the show.
So wait a minute. So how about the fact that Angie and all them were actually part, like we're like messaging that page. Now, not to say that, like I know
they all deserve to get off the show too.
I mean, maybe they didn't have burner accounts, but you don't think they were using their own account to talk show? You know what I mean? Like sending stuff about the ladies from their own names into like. I mean, I know they're not hiding it, but like, I should show you. Let me show you. Let's see.
No, they don't deserve to be on that show either.
But, I mean, honestly, though, what is so bad about? Okay, we got Heather.
God, you cannot be a blogger and be a housewife.
Let me play a game.
Yes, you can. All doing with Candy, Dr. Heavenly, Nene for a time, but they told Nene to shut hers down for some reason.
You cannot be a private blogger and be a housewife.
Giselle, Robin, they have podcasts. Tamra gets a podcast.
Yep.
You can actually do what you want.
You cannot be a private blogger, a blogger that you don't even know nothing about, and be a housewife.
Well, wait a minute. Every time when the Housewives first came out, they were told to blog after the show.
Yeah, remember they had to.
They told me to do it. But the thing is, Angie, she didn't do it as she was a housewife. She wasn't running Von Teese when she was a housewife. That's when it got shut down. You don't know that? Yes, I mean,
anything posted since 2022 on the Twitter or the actual account.
September of 2022. It was a year and a half ago. So right after Jen Shah went to prison. Literally the cease and desist kind of shut it down. But all these receipts are from 2021, guys. So everything Heather's talking about is coming from Jen Shah in 2021. She still has not revealed to us all these things that were like about the other ladies. I mean, we keep like I know that we keep like not talking about this, and we talk about like, again, we're talking about what's Von Teese, but again, Von Teese did not talk about the other ladies. Dana Wilson have Von Teese information. She's got screenshots of what her and Monica talked about. It's all Jen Shah for like 2 years straight. And there's other stuff like Kel was in there, and then I really think either I'm crazy or that guy Murillo is a hypocrite. I don't know. He was like contradicting himself.
You're not crazy.
He was like really saying like Heather didn't know about the account. We didn't know it was the real Monica. And then he's like, well, yeah, because of the cease and desist, we all knew, but we weren't sure. You just said you didn't know. I'm like so confused. He's like, yeah,
that whole thing with Murillo. I didn't even listen to the thing, and I can tell he's just like thirsty as the rest of them. Mad he's not getting shine like Koa and Monica. He's all, what about me? He has pictures with Heather all cheek to cheek and everything, and he's just wants a moment too. I'm not taking his word at this point over Monica, because he's only saying things that protect or mimic what Heather's talking about. And I'm pretty sure that if he were Monica's friend, like why, unless he's on Tanisha's side now, and now it's both of them, and the snake is eating the tail, you guys.
He says Tanisha, he's actually backing that. He's like, Tanisha was on it, but she was only doing it to help her friend. Tanisha does, so there's no blame, he says. He takes all the blame away from Tanisha. Even if she was the one, she was literally saying in the messages, you should go tell about this, you should go tell about that. Tanisha was doing that.
And it was her email.
Yes. She had access to shut it down if she wanted to.
Why hasn't?
So I don't know how he's going to like look there and say that, oh, well, we can just forgive what Tanisha did because she came clean to Heather. No, she didn't. No, she did not. What happened was they got caught, and Heather knew about this when the cease and desist went out. She lied for a little bit because on the cease and desist, there's no Tanisha, but Tanisha was a part of it, and Jen Shaw just didn't know. That's why she's not on the cease and desist. So you little sneaky bitch are on a fucking Von T's account, and you're working for Heather, and you're not telling her. You're telling all the other people that they're on the account, but you're forgetting to tell that because Jen Shaw didn't know. But then even if you did know Heather, why did you let her continue to work for you if it's such a problem to have a burner account? Seeing the screenshots of her recently talking up till 2022 as she's doing her hair, all 2021. I mean, we could see them. I can bring them up. I mean,
and like, she was her best friend until she fell down the stairs on Easter.
Yeah, like 6 months ago, or I don't know whenever Easter was, but hello. And then her mother's like telling her that's on you for falling down the steps. You shouldn't have left. Like, what the fuck? She's 40 years old. Just being what's it called, a stage mom. It's kind of like how like. That woman doesn't want to be a fucking mother. She wants to be a housewife. She doesn't care about her daughter. All she cared was about Monica getting screen time. And the thing is, thank God that like Bravo is not giving her anything. All she's doing is destroying her daughter online. I really want to pull it up, but yeah. And the fact that literally we're going semantics with Meredith. I can't listen. I think Meredith is dusty. I think, like I said, she's like a bowl of bugles. That's what she reminds me of, like dusty bugles. And, you know, the fact that her husband smells like bacon. This is all stuff that Angie said, by the way. If you listen to what Angie said.
Don't ruin bacon for me, please. Don't ruin bacon for me.
So we're going to forgive Angie for saying that. All that shit about Meredith. I have not heard Monica say one damn thing like all these women have said either to each other or behind each other's back. Like we can go down the line.
Didn't even apologize for her alleged hot mic moment. She just blames that, it's all excuses. None of these ladies are taking as much accountability for nailing themselves to the cross that they're trying to nail Monica to. It's ridiculous. And I'm not playing anymore. I reclaim my time. They're gaslighting me, y'all. I'm on a hamster wheel for them to have not taken any accountability for the Mary situation. We don't know about the black eye. What happened to the blurred out account? Who the damn F is P? You know what I'm saying? I'm reclaiming my time.
And again, like you wasted 3 weeks of our time on making me think that Meredith had some account somewhere. Lisa's like, God damn it, you did it again, Meredith. I knew it was you. We're done, Meredith. It's like, what did she do? Can you please show me? Lisa, what are you fucking talking about? Because again, that's not from Von T. So all them three, you wasted our time. It's like, what the hell were you doing? You want to just like show us like a trailer, a mid-season trailer, and fuck it all up? And like when we know the truth, like you can't hide from a cease and desist. Once that comes out, that's like truth right there. So I mean, that gave it away, and I don't know how many people really knew about it. I forgot. I was like, how did Dana know? And I'm like, duh. It's everywhere. You know, it's actually Monica sent it to Dana. She's like, oh my God, look at this. She's like, we can't talk about it anymore on this account. But it was all just about Jen Shaw. The cease and desist that all of Von T's was about Jen Shaw. Okay. And like you said, if there's anything about the other ladies, fucking show it to us then, Tanisha. If you have proof or Heather has proof, show it. Where's the 1,500 voicemails or the 1,500? What is it? How many she has on Monica? Are we going to hear them? What is she trying to prove? I guess this like Tanisha.
And they all better have both sides of the conversation. So far, all we've heard is Monica talking to herself. And at this point, we should just think she crazy.
Right?
Because that was like talking to her reflection walking down Santa Monica Boulevard. She's talking to this. She's just saying this all out of the blue. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? Like that's
and why is Heather
the blue one?
Heather's like, okay, go record her for me. Go record her, Tanisha. And then by the end of the season, I'm gonna act like look what Heather did. Her whole performance. The fact that you think it's iconic, that performance on the finale, that is not an iconic performance. She's a horrible actress. I don't understand what timeline she's talking about. What timelines, Heather? You have timelines to prove what? I still haven't seen it. The fact that you're looking at her like you have something on her at this reunion, I hope to God, I hate to say this. It's all right. I'm not going to say it because I just got assigned 222. I was going to say something bad. I mean, that's the kind of shit that gets you beat the fuck up. I'm just saying, Heather. But you're looking at people like that and, you know, her eyes getting real, her eyes starting to shut. She looks like she wants to get her ass kicked. She really does. Like, you don't have anything really on Monica, Heather. You are the one who's literally yelling at her for doing exactly what the fuck you're doing as you're yelling at her. You're yelling at her for being sneaky and a fraud as you are getting the information being sneaky and fraudulent.
Hey,
How did you get the information from a sneaky fraud?
OMG.
Like,
okay.
You're going to believe all her fucking, you're going to believe the fraud? Okay, that makes any sense.
Because
So,
look, you just hit the nail on the head, Krista.
What? Which one?
So Tanisha said in another live, because she's just been talking blabbermouth.
No.
Okay? She said, Tanisha, the one who gave the hairdresser,
Yes.
said that she knew Heather first, before she even worked for Jen or met Monica Garcia, you guys. She said that Heather helped her and her son out before, and she is like during Black Lives Matter, she mentioned something about the Black Lives Matter and that Heather was really an awesome person and that her allegiance was always going to be to Heather because she was the golden child as far as she was concerned. She went on to say in the same live that she then worked for Jen. She then befriended Monica. The whole time she's saying Heather's her number one person. That's where her allegiance lies. So me and Candor, when I was like, Candor, so could it be that the reason that the 1,500 voicemails even exist is because Heather is a deep state implant, you guys? That would mean that Heather has been the long game plotter who has known Tanisha and been the one who's helped her out, who Tanisha owes all her allegiance. Because we're all like, well, why would you have had 1,500 recordings of your best friend, even if she was reality Monte's? You know, it just doesn't make sense. Who has time to record your friend 1,500 times unless you had an agenda, unless you had
who records their friends anyways, unless there's an agenda.
They're not friends.
So could it possibly be that Heather
had
put Tanisha up to this to try to get to Monica, to try to get, for some reason, to now have a huge revealed storyline to make up for her never answering for why she was between the cheeks of Jen Shawshank, a convicted felon? She started the season out. This has all been deflection. She started the season out saying, oh, let's just have a snow party. I don't really want to talk about it. Let's move on. I don't really want to address it. Come on, everybody. Oh, come on. Let's go turn butter the whole rest of the season. We never got
fresh start, fresh snow or something.
Fresh Snow was called.
First snow party at which Dana was supposed to be there, but she got the vid. No, her kid got the vid. And so she ended up not coming on at all during the season.
See, that's the thing. The fact now that, like, what you just said, Tanisha, literally, as you're like trying to expose her as a fraud, you're showing that you're a fraud, and the fact that Heather, you cannot get away with it. There's no way that she did not. She set the entire thing up. And listen, because it doesn't make any sense. Why would Tanisha secretly record Monica for what? And why would Heather have the recording? Why does Heather have the recording? Think about it. Heather must have the recording of, I wonder how many more she has of Monica. Where'd she get them from? She got them from Tanisha. Why? Because she told Tanisha to go ahead, pretend to be friends with her for a little while. And then I want you to record everything and do the Von Teese thing. Make her try to talk shit on the other ladies. Like, you don't think Tanisha was sitting there and Heather was like, make her do it. Make her do it. Make her, expose her. Let her, no. Because Monica was too smart for this shit. And all she wanted to do was expose Jen. And she said, I'm not going to risk my reputation or my credibility by keep on doing this. So basically, it didn't work, Heather, because you still have yet to show us what the fuck you're all the shit about the other ladies. You have yet to show us all that shit. You're showing us a bunch of tweets that other people sent, a bunch of messages or a bunch of posts that people said. Listen, you can go on Reddit and find the same accusations about every single one of you, and I can repost them. And you could say, oh, Monica said this for me, or this person said literally all this stuff. It came from Monica's camp. It came from Monica's camp. It came from Meredith's camp. It came from Meredith's camp. It came from Meredith. It's like, where are the facts? Like you literally were going to end friendships with Meredith about this shit, and now they're all fucking kumbaya, forgiving each other all of a sudden. Now it's okay. Now they're all forgiven. This fuck Monica.
They have a common enemy in Monica over a made-up reason over a made up reason though, so they all get to deflect. And now I'm like, okay, if Heather is a deep fake, then and now we find out that Jack left his mission. Was Lisa's storyline also a deep fake? Because she didn't even know the boy was,
I've
you
been
know what I'm
waiting to
saying?
ask you.
He got sick,
Do
I think.
you-
He got sick, I think.
Do you know? Do you think he bailed on his mission? Yes, he cut it and ran. He couldn't handle it in Colombia.
Good for him. If
he
I'm
got
glad
sick in Colombia.
Yeah, I realized that he couldn't. I'm glad that he didn't. Listen, it's
I
really
think I think his whole thing was to get the hell away from his mom. He went on and said, "I'll go on a mission to get the hell away from her."
I think that
she can't follow me there.
I do believe he is nothing like her, and he doesn't want to be anything like them. I think he had all good intentions on going. He just didn't expect it to be as hard. He did get sick while he was there. That would make me bail too. And that's why I think she's okay with saying it, because he left because I think he got sick or something. He was in the hospital. Or
he probably drank the water. He probably drank the water while he was down there. Or the kid actually had to work and go knock on doors, and he hasn't had to do that living with Lisa.
But he doesn't. He wants to do. That's the thing. Like, he doesn't want to be lazy. You know, he'll probably. I don't. Now he's not even coming back. I think what she said. He's in LA. It's kind of. I find it ironic the way that Lisa is. I'm surprised she's not with him.
Oh, she will be.
But I mean, is she going to leave for Henry? Like, I don't know. I'm glad that she is. I don't know. As much as I can't stand her, that would freak me out if my kid got sick in the hospital. I didn't get to see him yet. He obviously had a horrible decision to make by leaving the mission, which is probably a big
she
decision.
was at the hospital with him. She went to the hospital. She went to Colombia and was at the hospital in his bed, by his bedside.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Okay, good.
And I don't know if they flew home together or not, but she's even said that she was with him in the hospital when he was there.
He wants to party. You think he does? I don't think he wants to party. Like, I don't know what gives you that vibe though. Like, I don't get that vibe from him at all. I get it that he just wants to be responsible. I
just get that he wants to get it the hell away from his parents.
Probably. And maybe in LA he can like kind of, decompress and figure out what he really wants to do. What is he, 17?
Look, in Salt Lake, in 18, 19, in Salt Lake City, he's related to half the people, and the people he's not related to, his mom and dad are friends with, so he can't do nothing.
Well, LA's, hopefully he knows people in LA, but I guess we're going to get more of that story. But I don't think that was made up. I just feel like Lisa's, I don't think Lisa's storyline this year. Lisa
I don't know. I wouldn't put it past Lisa. Plus, she's all made. She just does stuff to do it. The way she jumps on the tables and walks towards people like somebody, and nobody ever has to hold Lisa back. Production never has to come. Lisa always knows to go back and sit down because you're just jumping up to jump up, Lisa. The same way, this could be a storyline. Fake.
And the same way Heather didn't have a storyline other than exposing Monica and leading all up to it and try to say something else.
Oh my God.
We really wanted to know.
Think about it. All their storylines were starting with Monica this whole season. They started some shit with her. She shuts it down, and then that person becomes friends with her. Somebody else starts shit with her. She shuts it down. They all become. By the time they get to Bermuda, every single one of them has gone for her feet. They have gone for her neck. Remember at the shaking thing?
Except for Mary.
The shaking thing. She didn't even want to go to Bermuda, but Heather's like, "No, it's your birthday. Let's do it." Knowing about
apologize, and then we can go. You need to apologize to Lisa, knowing the whole time.
Yeah, she's like,
that
okay.
You're just getting her there so that you can blow up her spot. Okay.
Yep.
In her home country, where her ancestors built the country, let's just embarrass you everywhere, not just national TV.
Actually, Heather embarrasses herself because
Heather embarrasses herself. I agree.
She held on to this black eye gate, knowing that pissed us off, knowing we wanted nothing to do with this thing. She still uses it as a plot line, which I couldn't even believe it. She's like, I'm still protecting her till right now. Jen Shaw.
And that's really what it is with her being this vexed about the person who took down Jen Shaw. Why are you so pressed? Freaking Heatherface. I'm just like, what's going on?
Kind of makes you wonder if Heather didn't have her hand in that little cookie jar too.
Well, obviously
somehow, some way, huh?
She didn't stop it. She didn't sit there and go, Monica, I know that you're Von Teese, right? Even though Monica's like, I'm not hiding it. We had a cease and desist. I wasn't hiding it, blah, blah, blah. It wasn't about you. But since Heather thinks that, like, Heather could have said, hey, let's not even, hey, Tanisha, how about you not be sneaky and record Monica? Why don't you let her, give her a chance? Like, the fact that they connive to create this entire storyline and make Von Teese seem like she didn't know until the literally end of the show, if you befriended her the entire time, it's like, first you protect a criminal, and a violent criminal, allegedly, not even allegedly, because we don't know, Heather, you're calling her violent, and everybody else is saying that you're lying. So you're a liar. You're literally a conniver. You're everything that you said Monica is. You're so afraid of Monica.
She was even on the show.
Yeah, let me see.
Why were you recording her before she was even on the show?
And as she was
Great point.
And she was on the show, recording her at the after Easter brunch. She's recording her. So why?
But the 1500.
1500.
I wonder. So I wonder, did that just start since she's been on the show? That's what we need to know. When did the recording start?
Nobody's answering that. All these Team Heather people, all these Monica's dangerous people, nobody will explain to me what's so fucking dangerous. What is dangerous is protecting a criminal, being conniving, letting the telling somebody to keep the keep the burner account with her and make her talk shit. Like, are you,
and not care about the victims, those poor old people who lost their life savings and ended up destitute, having to move in with their children and whatnot if they had kids.
That's her aunt, she robbed her. Listen, they protected a woman, like I said yesterday, that woke up every single fucking day, looked at her kids in the eyes, had a nice, beautiful family, said bye to her husband, bye to her kids, made a goddamn decision, laughed in their faces as she walks out the door, and says, I'm going to go commit fraud and put their lives in danger and put our future in danger, put my life in danger. She made that decision every fucking day of her life with no remorse. None.
And I probably didn't answer some of her spam calls from Utah.
Well, listen, like, the fact that she really kept doing it and was lying all the way up to the very end until she couldn't lie anymore. She lied until they read the scratch, until she was literally in court and they proved that that's when she pleads not guilty or guilty. We knew she was guilty, but they knew she was guilty, but they still said, we're her friend. It doesn't matter. We're her friend. Literally, that's all they kept saying. So literally protecting her. Heather with the scratches, making us think she's got a black eye from her. When there's an investigation, it's pissing Andy off. It's been pissing him off ever since it happened. Every once in a while, you'll catch him on Watch What's Happened Live saying, Jen Shah did it, didn't she? He literally said he clowned her the other night. I think he called them leather. He does not like Heather. So if anything, when he finds out that they went behind his back or whatever and created a bunch of horse shit around Jen Shah again to take the best housewife in history down, Monica, she is one of the best housewives to come into that show, come into that franchise. Think about it.
You're right. It's actually, her and Mary were actually good. I'm going to be interested.
Production's eyes. In production's eyes, she is a fucking housewife gold. She knew the goddamn assignment. They did not. Right? Heather thought she did.
She sure did. She studied for her job.
We didn't care about
Monica did.
Heather. We knew that Jen did it. That we just knew you were protecting her, and that's the fucked up part. Like,
Mademoiselle, that's what Krista's saying. How are they more mad at Monica than they are with Jen?
They are all admitting freely that they were literally that they were protecting Jen Shah. They were protecting the fucking violent criminal. Again, the woman that woke up every single day and decided, and even had her friends involved. She had no woman for something. Listen, Jen Shah's not changing. I don't know why anybody thinks the way that they were protecting her, the fact that people think she's going to be on the show when she comes out. She's a horrible person. She's not a good person. Listen, she literally, I guess in the beginning, Monica, I don't know. I wish she would have consulted with us first before she went and said, oh, I did it for free. I did it because I was her friend. Why didn't you?
Do you know why they're saying that they'll wait for her to come back? Because of Teresa.
Fuck Teresa. Teresa's only
gone Judice.
Yeah, but Teresa's
11 months.
This is 6.5 years. Where do you think we're going to be then? You really think? I don't know what anything can happen in 6.5 years. Bravo might not even be there. Housewives might be. What they really should do, they need to bring all these women back, plus add Dana. I think they need to add Dana as a friend of. Bring the entire cast back that's here.
Quit with your whiskers. Sorry.
Because
my cat's being a nuisance.
I want them to expose the rest of the ladies, even if it's not done on the reunion. They need to get to the bottom of the fact that this is such horseshit. Nobody is addressing the fact that we have not seen any proof about the other ladies. I hope it comes up later. And I really wish that somebody, where's my salty podcast? Where is he at? Where are they at? I want him to come up because.
Why did they get to skate by without any
I don't know.
like they didn't tell us anything
Not yet.
about like we don't have any closure.
Is there going to be three parts?
Other
Three
franchises
parts
have
to the
that
union?
whole like, like they argue, then they have a reconciliation. They have like that whole roundabout moment where you come to an aha.
Yeah,
This is like practically leaving us hanging in so many ways.
and it's all, again, we're all talking about the same stuff about Jen Shah, the black eye, the assistant, the feds, who was like running the account. Like we're all still.
You believe Jen gave her the black eye?
I
No,
think
I don't.
what I think has happened is either she's saying it because Jen opened the door and it hit Heather in the eye, and that that is considered Jen Shah doing it, so she wouldn't be lying by saying that.
What about the scratches?
I don't know. I think she fell in the bushes. She was drinking for 24 hours by that point. Remember?
Do you think she probably hit herself?
No, I think that something happened to her. I think she either hit herself at the door. What she told Dana is that she hit her eye. That Jen Shah opened up the door and hit Heather in the eye, and then Heather said that she told Angie H that she hit it on the sink, or like a cabinet door or a sink or something. She was in her bed, and like I guess there's like where their beds are, there's like cabinets over it at the place they were staying at the hotel. She said she stood up and the thing hit her in the door, hit her in the eye, but they were roughhousing. So that like whatever happened, she decided in the morning to cover it up for some reason. So why did you take you covered it up for what? If it was an accident, why are you covering it up? And then for 2 seasons now, you really literally acted like Jen Shah did it. Whether she opened up the door and hit you in the head, that's an accident. You should have said that. Or I don't think she punched her. I don't think she scratched her. I think that Heather fell in a bunch of bushes. I will never ever in my life stick up for Jen Shah until right now, because I don't believe Heather. I did last week until Dana's like, no. She's like, don't you remember me saying Angie H told me the story about her hitting her head on the sink? And then she's like, now I hear a story about her opening up a door. Or she said she's going to tell the story that Jen Shah did it by she opened up the door and hit her in the eye. But then we're going to have to say, well, why'd you hide it? It was an accident.
Jen Shah's threatening legal action.
What?
Jen is threatening legal action.
Yeah, I know.
Yep.
That's why she said Dana. She's like, Dana, thank you for sticking up for me. If you need any information, like it actually was through Morello, and I guess because he's Jen Shah's mouthpiece. He's basically
Is Morello who's running the account now?
Shah.
Okay. So look, I don't know. I might have to take back what I said about him then, because actually what Monica said is that even though her and Murillo, who used to be cool, aren't talking right now, he's not a thief. So
yeah, but he was either. I never heard him about being a thief either.
Yeah, no, he's even supposed to hold the clutch. He's the man who was in this. Yeah,
I thought it was Kella, and it wasn't. They said they accidentally put it. It was a $5 clutch, the green clutch that went into a bag by mistake.
Is the one who didn't get paid for doing the reunion dress and got yelled at in the kitchen.
And he also
so it's all different people.
He also did the Biden Harris dress where Jen Shah wore the Biden and Harris.
That's crazy. So
that was beautiful.
Murillo said that he said that, what did he say this morning? What was he saying? Shit, what did you say? He said, oh my God, he cleared something up. And he just said, that never happened or something like that. I don't know. I can't forget whatever he just said, but he also cleared up the fact that they did not want it. The reason that Jen did not, Jen's saying that they're just so salty because I didn't accept the invitation for the one-on-one. No. Andy had a certain thing. Andy did not want the same old shit, and he wanted a certain way. And Jen, she didn't want to do it that way.
Yeah,
so basically, that's why she turned it down, because Andy said, "No, we don't want you to sit there and say the same old shit. You explained to us why you pleaded. You told us you were not guilty, and you are. Like, why did you lie to us, or why? You know what I mean?" So she didn't want to talk about that. What she wanted was a special showing how she's saying goodbye to her family, and she's going to do all those good things, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no. And Andy's like, we don't want that from you. And they definitely did not want Coach Shah.
But didn't they do that for Teresa?
Yeah, but that's a whole different story. Actually, they didn't want to because they actually needed Joe Gorga and Melissa to keep that storyline going. She was only going for 11 months, though. They only filmed for 18 weeks. So they filmed with Joe Giudice. And by the time the season came on, she was back. I was in the same prison as Teresa. And literally, like, the whole reason Joe was only on the show 2 times, and that was because Gorga was over there. And that's not because, Gorga's trying to save the show for them. It's just the fact that, like, Teresa didn't really do what Jen Shah did. Teresa never said she wasn't guilty. Teresa just acted like she didn't know what she was doing. Bitch, we were signing mortgages and bank statements and changing them. So you knew what you were doing. I hate when she says that. But anyway, she listened to Joe. She screamed at the lady in the hallway and said, how dare you tell on? I don't know, saying crazy. But anyway, Teresa really, honestly, she robbed FHA.
I will say this.
And it's paid back, so.
And
Jen's never going to pay the $1 million back that she owes people. Jen will never pay that money back, so.
No, she would have to work. Bravo should hire Jen back.
No!
She's in prison.
In prison.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you
her phone calls. She has a nervous breakdown. They said every week that people tell her about the show. They try to keep it from her. This is what Merlot said. They try to keep as much as possible from her. I'm like, I can't. I wish they had a camera actually to see Jen's face every time this stuff goes on, because she wanted to be the star of everything. She tried to literally be the biggest star of everything. She fumbled it, and now she's behind bars with no freedom for 6 months, watching all these people do what she wanted to do better than she did it, because they're not thieves.
What happened to her? What happened to the friend? I forgot whose friend she was. She was on last season. I barely watched last season. Dana, yeah.
With Monica. She's friends with Monica. She was on one of my lives.
Oh.
I want her to come back as a friend of. Monica needs an ally. So we need Monica to come back and have somebody because something like Dana, because Dana is pretty smart. She don't take no shit.
Yeah, Dana, like I said, was supposed to be there, but the thing happened and all of that. Yeah.
I remember when Dana told Jen
she was a fucking something. Oh,
she was like, you better put some respect on my name, because I'm the one who's gonna have to be putting money on your books.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because you got your money on your books, bitch. Better respect some people. But think about it. That's like Jen Shah, for somebody like Jen Shah, who literally just hurts anybody to get worse. She fucked up so bad. Like, imagine how she feels sitting in a cell right now. She fucked herself in a very bad way, and then her family. She's going to miss out. And so she cried. Remember, they're taking me away from my son's graduation and No, Jen, no. You woke up every morning and made that decision. The fucking feds just found you because you were too greedy.
Curves may agree with me on this. I was so annoyed. No. Curves may agree with me or may not agree. I was so annoyed every minute. She was like, they pulled ARs on my black son. They pulled AR. Yes. You put your children in that circumstance. You have an AR in your face.
Did she not think that the federal? What did she think's going to happen? What does she think a raid is? She had to have known this is not a sustainable lifestyle. When you get greedy, you get caught. She got greedy. She got caught. She had to have known. I don't know how she could make a decision and not be so scared. Think about it. She knew in any minute. Like, I don't understand. Like, she had already been warned to stop doing this. And she kept doing it. Somebody has a brain like that is fucking dangerous. Somebody that just doesn't listen to authority and does what the fuck they want anyway, even if she ends up in prison for sickness, she deserves a lot more than that. Because she didn't think about her kids, her husband. He's out there fucking working, thinking, how do you think she spent 80 grand on, oh my God, on somebody else's birthday party? Remember? It was Meredith's birthday party or something the first season. Jen Shah, if he only makes $300,000 a year, you're spending 80 grand like it's nothing.
He was a lawyer. He was a lawyer as well for over 10 years.
Like he wasn't making that much money.
But I agree with you about that, Sebastian. Like, I'm like, look, you're the one that did this. As far as the children. And it was very sad. And I'm sorry that it happened like that. However, that's part of the lying that she was doing to herself and all of us.
Listen, when you literally take chances like that, when you play fucked up games, you get fucked up prizes, okay? You fucking, you know what I mean? Jen, you played fucked up games, you got a fucked up prize, okay? You took the chance that you wanted to make it, so your kids would ever see you again, why they can get married without their mother, graduate without their mother, go through life without their mother. The best times of their lives are right now when they're growing up as teens. And think about it. Her son also, too, when you watch those scenes were so forced with her trying to be a good mom, they had a look in their eyes when they looked at her. They felt nothing. And it was obvious. Why do you think we're not hearing anything about her kids? They just moved on with their life. They knew their mom was a piece of shit.
Well, she wasn't there for them in the beginning anyway. So it's not like...
She was working on being a good mom.
She had said, somebody in the football world said that she used to be a really good football wife, like a wife's coach's mom, a coach's wife, and she was all into it. And something happened somehow. Yeah, agreed. Something, I don't know, the show maybe or something, but she was doing this for a long time before this. Like, she was really creating this shit back in like 10 years ago. Like, they've been really watching her for a long time. And it's like,
what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think about Jen saying she's going to sue Heather, Andy, and production, but she has not mentioned anything about trying to sue Monica?
Because she already tried, because Monica, they already shut that account down with the cease and desist, and Monica listed at that point. But then I guess I don't know what happened with it all after. I think they made up another one. I don't understand how. I do believe the cease and desist was supposed to just stop them from repeating it. I don't know if they were supposed to shut it down. But again, it was out in the open. What did you say? What did you say, Curves? Oh, Jen, she's only going to sue Bravo because Heather won't stop saying that she violently punched her in the face, making us. Yeah. She's actually putting the narrative out there that Jen like violently punched her in the face instead of just saying Jen opened up the door and it accidentally hit me. Like, that's what I meant by Jen did it. But you said you protected her though. That I don't believe her. You protected her from an accident? She accidentally
did Murillo co-sign on Von Teese tearing down the other ladies?
He is. I thought so.
I wonder, does anybody know? Did he say that they on that channel Von Teese really did attack them?
No, he actually, this is what I was about to say. He actually validated that account never had anything about the other ladies in it, Murillo.
Okay.
He said, yes, he actually validated that part. That's why I kept saying, I said, holy shit, he's not on Heather's side or anything. He's just like, but he's like saying things. And then he's like, well, yeah, well, we didn't know, but then we thought it was Monica. It's like, wait a minute. He validated that he never saw anything about the other ladies. And then you hear Jenny's like, well, do you think maybe, she's like trying to figure out why they even said that anything was about the other ladies. I don't know if Jenny Blazin, she was like believing him or trying to get him to like explain, what do you mean? Like, nothing was about the other ladies. Why are we still talking about exposing Jen Shah? That's not what this season was about. This season was about some kind of DMs about the other ladies, and when Meredith did it or Monica did it, Meredith or Monica, like, this is not about Jen Shah. I don't know why. Like, it wasn't supposed to be. Anyway, the bitch is in fucking prison. Like, how many more years off of her life is she going to take? I was like excited to do this recap, and then I'm like, man, I looked at our last week. We spent 8 hours doing this. Like, and we still have not received our answer of what is the crime here. Where is all the stuff you wasted on us, telling us that Monica did it or Meredith did it? Meredith, I mean, literally on the boat, ready to throw her off the boat, Lisa. Lisa got up and walked and started screaming at Meredith and was like literally walked to the other side of the boat and says, I can't be friends with you anymore. Meredith, I know you're doing that. It's like, you had a hot mic moment, Lisa. So what do you mean? Like, maybe she shouldn't want to be friends with you anymore. And then Meredith, the husbands, they're all the ones exposing shit, okay? Not Monica. Monica exposed the fraud, the dangerous person, the one Jen's still fucking playing games with. I mean, I'm sorry. Like, they're still playing games with her. No, she did it. She didn't do it. She did it. She didn't do it. It's like,
doesn't Heather go see her?
They should actually probably pay Jen. Actually, they should probably pay her for this season because they made it around her again. God forbid, because of Monica, they want to take her down so bad that they had to make this season about Jen Shah and Monica again, or how horrible and the sneak that Monica is. But they're not telling us that Monica talks shit on any other ladies. I'm so really fucking confused.
Listen, the season they bring Jen back.
They're not bringing that back, my friend. I love your dreams and hopes.
Those ratings.
I'm dashing your hopes and dreams, but go ahead.
Those ratings are gonna skyrocket. Our TVs are just gonna shut off.
I actually just got excited when oh my god, I just kind of got a little bit excited thinking about it. Oh shit.
It would be like 3-4 million in one.
I would really have to go to Utah. I don't think I could handle her anymore. I don't think I could handle Jen Shah anymore. Like, she made me crazy. You don't understand. I was like screaming on my lives. I'm like, please come up here and explain to me. Please tell me why. Like, I was screaming, like, please tell me why you're doing this. Why did you do this? Like, why did you, like, I wanted to know so many things. Like, why would you go on? I wanted to know too why you would go on a TV show and say, if the show is about women in business, I'll do it. But if it's about housewives, I won't. So you really want to be caught. You really want to go like, throwing it in people's faces. You're a good businesswoman. Why you're robbing other people? What the fuck? And then when you got caught, what were you going to say? Oh, I lied and I don't know. Like, it's so weird. I don't know the psychology behind a person that goes, I don't know. I wish I knew the psychology behind the person that commits crimes like this and then goes on a fucking reality TV show. Where in the fucking criminal handbook does it say to go expose yourself and throw it in people's faces so you get caught? I didn't see that in my handbook because, like nobody,
I feel like that's what helped Erica's husband get looked at harder too, was her bragging about how it was $40,000 a month for her to look like she looked and stuff like that. Remember?
Listen, they were regular people and she filed for divorce. Nobody would care. Nobody would be like, wait a minute. She's with him for his money. Why is she filing for divorce? He must be out of money. How's he out of money? You know what I mean? You're like, oh shit. The fact that she did it is what made him get caught. And the thing is too, she knew he was like, something was happening and they went on camera and went on a reality TV show anyway. Teresa Joe, like I literally remember doing what we were doing. And I was like, I would think to myself, oh my God, like I was so scared. But I did it for a very long time. And then like literally the second we were caught, there's no way I could lie. It was so hard to lie to a detective. Do you know how hard it is for one of those detectives, like a federal agent, to just raid your house, you're caught, and then you have to sit in a fucking room and they're like interrogating you, and you try to lie about it. You cannot. A normal person can't lie. Like it's too hard. They know it's scary. Like I don't know how she sat there and like basically told them that they were like they targeting her, the brown girl. They're targeting me, the brown girl, the Southern District of New York. They're targeting me. I'm the brown girl. How do you say that to these people? Like no wonder. Like they had 98% conviction rate for a reason. The 2% is retrials. Okay, it's literally mistrials. Not none. You know what I mean? People either know that they're caught and they plead guilty, or they go to court or they go to trial and they get found guilty. She was looking at 70 years if she had to go to trial. She's lucky 6.5 years. They had to make a whole entire new tier just for how much of a crime she committed because of how much money it was. She was like, and they made an extra tier just for Jen Shah. And they literally warned her to stop doing it. Like, where's the psychology behind somebody that actually keeps on doing it and then goes on a reality show saying, I want to highlight my business? To me, you want to get caught. Like your subconscious wants you to get caught. It's the universe working in order, right? It's the universe telling her, like basically her subconscious making her feel, be stupid, go expose yourself and actually brag about your money and throw people's, and treat people like horse shit. Treat the entire cast like they're fucking below you when you're the fucking felon, you're the criminal. At least Monica admits, I'm poor. My husband was abused. Like now we're starting to understand what she's been through. Not one time has she fucking cried about her that kind of, that part of her family. She had her mom on there. That's how we found out about that. We didn't hear her going like, oh, my husband, you know what I mean? Like we could have, like nobody asked her about her husband. They wanted to focus on the stuff she wasn't doing instead of the stuff she did. Like, you know what I mean? I'm poor. I was dying to know about her husband and the guy. And like, I was shocked to see how hot they both were. Again, it's not about being hot or not, but like what happened? How did you guys meet? Like, did you fall in love with him? What was your husband doing? How did you get away with it? What did the white, like, I need to know. I want to know everything. And that's like, if you want to be a real housewife, that's how you do it. That you give us that. You didn't have to be a part of you had to expose Jen Shah, but you didn't, you literally could have came on and said, here's my story. Because I'm sorry, I'm interested in that part of her life. I really am. That's what I wanted to know about. I've been saying it all season. Why the fuck are we focused on? Like, I'm like, oh my God, I already know she's Von Teese. This is not a big deal. Please can we focus on her real problem, like why she is a real good housewife, why she's literally a Bravo housewife because of her past. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, speaking to your point, Monica, in that post I mentioned in the chat earlier, she posted that the reason she ended her marriage was because of DV. She was a victim of DV. He would do it in front of their kids. And so she had to go. And she was going to, use that for her storyline. But yeah.
It's just, and I don't think that they're going to fire Monica. I mean, if you watched it, Andy actually, he only said hi to her. They all walked in. He called them leather, and he looked at Monica and said, "Hi, Monica."
No, he did not. I have to go back and watch the very first. Did he call Heather leather?
He called Heather and Lisa. He goes, "What do you guys call leather? What did they call? Oh, bad leather." He said. He's like, "Oh, you guys like bad leather." Yeah. He goes, and then Wendy goes, "That's me." And he goes, "Not really." He's like, "I've said worse." He didn't even apologize.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
He's got.
I can't even believe though that that's what we have to put up with, like you said. Where are the viable storylines?
Yeah, why'd you waste
Why
our
are we always talking about other stuff on this particular franchise? Like these ladies have, what do they have going on? What did they have going on before Monica got here? Besides trying to take Mary down or supporting Jen. Like they were literally doing like pep rallies for Jen. Taking her out, constantly pampering her because she was a criminal and was going to have to pay for the crime she committed against humanity. And they were making sure she had all the hot chocolate she could muster and all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like why is that okay? But we don't get any explanation. And then even this season, what did Whitney do?
Make up stories, tell lies, make up stories, make her family, make her husband look bad. Make it sound like Heather exposed her vagina, sexually exploited her vagina. But if we're all fucking kumbaya now, it's all forgiven now. Monica didn't say shit. What
did even Meredith do? Meredith did the trip to Trixie and brought Mary back.
The husband.
I've got a theory.
Yeah.
LRGA Curves, I want to know if you've seen what I'm seeing. I really do. I think this season has been all orchestrated out. I think every housewife has known who Monica is. And I think it's been set up that way to save the show. And the reason why I'm saying this, every episode, someone has always had to have beef with Monica, pulling her apart, not really asking her questions about her life properly, just wanting to know the dirt or anything just to knock her down. And they've been stepping back, not really showing their lives apart from the son going to Colombia, Meredith wanting a bath, Whitney pretending that a marriage is failing. It's just, and I don't even know what story Heatherface had ever, because it all just happened at the end. Oh, the black eye, which no one cares about.
Oh, nobody gives a shit. I'm so over it. I can't do it anymore. I said, Jesus Christ, are we really just? We were over at Ultimate Girls Trip. It's like, and she said they stole the shit from Giselle, and they laughed about it.
You can see how it's all set up, and how it's gone, but it saved the show. And the thing is, I want to get my hands on that burn book.
I know.
Did Andy say they knew or not?
They what?
Did Andy's admit that they knew she was Von Teese or not?
He'll not admit nothing.
I mean,
he didn't even really go into it a lot, did he?
Not yet.
He's as shitty as whatever is.
I think the next two episodes are going to be solely focused on just that. I think they need. What else are we going to talk about? We got through all the stuff with the other ladies in this one episode. We only have literally two. We have 2 parts left. We've gone through everything already. We went through Whitney's lies, Wendy making up lies about Justin and her. We went through, let's see, Lisa and her son, and arguing all the arguments they had. We all just went through them. So all we have left is to talk about this Von Teese stuff. And the fact that they're not going to give us,
By the way, LRGA Curves, you weren't here. My favorite housewife blocked me.
Cool.
Mary Cosby.
What happened?
What about Mary?
She was doing a tour of a hotel room, and I put in the comment section, but does the hotel have money?
What does the hotel have there?
It's the champagne what she likes to drink. Remember when she was on the phone to Trixie's hotel saying, does it have money? And
oh, no way. Did she block you for that?
She blocked us for that. That's the only thing I've ever said.
Oh, well, like,
I still love her, but it's hilarious. As you can see, she's still on my default.
Listen,
that's hilarious.
A representative of Salty. I asked his Real House husband that follows our thing, and he's also good friends with Dallin on their the Salty podcast. I just asked him to come over. I'm like, we need some opinions. Come over. I gave him the link, but because he's good friends with Dallin. He's on the podcast with them a couple times. His name's Wes, by the way, and he knows that Whitney and Dallin are very good friends, and even has like an NDA because she tells him a lot of stuff, but he knows. I mean, he's got really good opinions about this stuff, but like he sees what's really happening, and it's like I really do. Like, I don't like everybody's out there talking about this stuff, but like they're still saying that we're dangerous. They're supporting Monica.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just
by proxy, because they're gaslighting the world to
Yes,
make
but
her
how's it?
win.
How's
I'm
it?
tired of this. Like, it's been
It's
a decade
disturbing.
of freaking alternate facts. I'm
I
glad
know
that
it's
the
alternate
truth is
facts.
coming out.
I
I'm
love.
glad that some people are really being courageous and speaking truth.
Yeah.
And all of this fakeness and all of these lies, just because you yell it, just because you get a gang of girls on the beach to say it all
Yes.
with you, doesn't make it true. You know what I mean?
Exactly, Sister
I'm
K.
just wanting to know
She kept it from
the original OG friend that is Volta. Rest in peace, Volta. I just want to know his actual opinion. Has anyone got a phone line to heaven on the cloud so we can ask Volta's opinion about all this behavior?
I would really, I wish I could just I want to remove you the day of the black eye gate. I don't know why I still care. I realize I need remote viewing here to see what really happened, because I don't think we're ever really going to get the truth about black eye gate. I don't know, because I don't know how they could go. Here's Wes. I don't know how they could get away with not letting Andy know that Heather knew the whole time, because I think production had to have known. Wes, what do you like? Like, how the heck did Heather really know the whole entire time? She had to have known. They say it's 100%. Dallin says 100% Heather knew the whole entire season. Kept it from the other ladies. So why? I don't get it. Why is that okay? Like, I don't. Like, why?
I can definitely see season 5 in the confession box. A whole lot of bars, Jen behind them in orange, looking good, doing the commentary. Because clearly Jen has never left this show. She never will.
I know. I'm telling you right now, I actually got a little excited thinking about the shit that could happen when she came back. But I will lose my mind, because she's so wrong all the time that my blood pressure just doesn't I don't know. I want to know production. I want to know how.
If she comes back, this is going to be drama on steroids. This is going to be like 80s Dallas. The heat is going to be on. The drama is going to be real, and it's going to go down.
They better figure this out in the next 2 parts and either vindicate Monica or not vindicate. I want them all to actually apologize to her for literally, I think I don't know. I really do feel like they owe Monica an apology, or just say, hey, look, this season went the way we wanted it to. Our ratings went up because of this stuff, because Heather was able to gaslight everybody and make it think that there's this big reveal. And we all watched it. Half of us are back here going, we already knew. It's not new news. Tanisha's not going to get a spot anywhere. I think they need to bring Dana back, because nobody is going to hang out with her. Think about it. Like, they're acting like they're excommunicating Monica. They're basically like the church. Think about it. Oh my God, hypocrites. All the things they've done, but she comes clean and they excommunicate her for being honest out of the group, right? Same thing happened.
I wonder if Jen Shaw can do call-ins to watch what happens live via the prison, from the county prison. Jen Shaw giving a commentary.
She'd have to call collect, or somebody had to put some money on her books. No, the thing is, oh my God, Morello, it's how embarrassing. Why would you he's sitting here basically defending Jen Shaw. I couldn't understand what is he's literally defending Jen Shaw. And I'm thinking, do you know you're defending a fraud, right? Like, just because you're her social media person, don't sit there and act like she's not wrong. She's not right. She's definitely wrong. And I don't know why you think, I don't know. This dude's weird. I can't figure out what his deal is. I don't understand what he's doing. All he's doing is he's Jen Shaw's mouthpiece. Okay. Obviously, yeah, if you're going to say I committed a violent act while I was out on bail, I might have to sue you if it's not true. But aren't they going to get in trouble? They keep it, I don't know, or they see, this is the thing with Sandoval. This is what fucks me up with Sandoval. Because I feel like you said they're the 8th housewives, but how can they really keep this shit from, I don't know. If production said, oh, Heather, let's make this a 2-year thing.
I just can't take it too serious, because the simple fact is, it is so transparent. You can see through it. You can see all the holes in it. And production, God love them, they've tried the best in Bravo, but they can't cover this up. They can't get past me, the real Jessica Fletcher. They cannot do it. I see through everything. Larger, I know you know.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, like
blatantly
X-ray
obvious.
vision. X-ray
Yeah.
vision. We see through all of
It's,
this. We're like, they're
it's
not fooling anybody.
exactly. It's so clear. You have got to be pretty dumb
Well,
to
that's why I
see
think
it.
he's obsessed with Jen. How can you still be obsessed with somebody that's like such a fucking fraud? I can't. He blocks. See how they block people? Oh my god! Like Heather blocked. So Heather blocks him too. Heather blocked Salty Pot. It's so crazy because literally he calls her
You're
out.
on a show. We
Yeah,
get opinions.
calls
You
her
post
out.
some
They call her
bullshit.
out
We're gonna have something to say.
They call her out.
It's because Jen is a behind the bars star.
The thing is, like, nobody wants to aspire to be Jen Shah. I hate when they say she wanted to be Jen Shah. First of all, before we knew she was a criminal, we didn't like her. Okay, she was loud, obnoxious, screaming and yelling at people for no reason, not taking accountability. Her husband tried to tell us her husband didn't go to her dad's funeral. They got all the lies. My aunt that lost her legs. Oh my God, how dare you say I smell like? I'm so upset about it. And you say you smell like hospital. Oh God, you're such a horrible person. Oh my God, screaming and yelling at Whitney at the party. And I'm like, this fucking chick. I don't fucking like her. She's nuts. You literally took a page out of the handbook and it's not working. And then
There's supposedly an extended, uncensored version of the reunion available on Peacock. And that lady from IG, I'm just going to say BAB, are the initials. She's taking credit for starting she's like, I'm pretty sure it was us, social media, who started the rumor about Monica stealing the ring, like to take the blame off of Lisa and Heather.
I honestly, with Jen and the situation is the way she manipulated people. She did a luau, and she danced, and she put them in a trance, and everyone's a now.
Why are you guys fighting? I'm watching it.
The thing is, you will never stop this from happening because Jen has put the tracks down. This is a serious situation.
Last year,
This is a serious situation. What has Salt Lake been all the way for the past
Wes, what's in the water out there?
It all revolved around Jen. This is the moment these housewives have the chance to actually show themselves properly. And what did they decide to do? They decided to go after the new housewife as a storyline. It is piss poor. It really is. And
I like this in the beginning.
They need storylines, real storylines, and real things. What's happening? What's current? And I cannot blame Monica at all. I would have done it myself. I would have taken that ticket and went on to make money myself. If I had 4 daughters that need feeding, I would have done that myself. It's as simple as that. And bravo on you.
I think Angie did too. I think when Monica said, Angie, you shut the fuck up. I'll tell whatever, you were involved with Von Teese too. I really believe that the DMs that got were from Lisa and Angie a lot, but probably about the other ladies.
Jen was just like a Tasmanian devil. One minute she's fine, the next one she was like a whirlwind going crazy at everyone. And you're just like, you cannot communicate with a person like that. There's just there's no like give and take, and it's just like, oh my god.
Like I wasn't disappointed in the reunion, but I am now. I realize we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks for like probably the end result of basically for Andy just to say, do you guys feel differently about her now? You know what I mean? Like, how do you feel about Monica now? Like, we're gonna have to wait. I mean, I wish to God like everybody would just acknowledge the fact that like we still have not gotten those receipts. We could get them somewhere else. We don't have to wait for them to show it on the reunion. If you have them, Tanisha, or show us what Monica did, why do we have to wait? You know what I mean? It's like they must not it.
I think Tanisha's realized that she's put herself in a hole, and I think Tanisha's going to start running scared.
Running her mouth? Is she still out there? I haven't checked. She's out there running her mouth.
She's not smart. Put it that way. I was like,
you know what? Let them talk. Let them keep doing these things. She's going to get this.
Smart.
Yeah.
But the more she opens,
dig herself a hole.
The more she opens her mouth, the more she's putting herself in the grave. Basically, she's
it's the same old thing. You get greedy, you get caught. You keep running your mouth, we're going to realize it's horseshit. You're going to keep saying dumb things. You're getting like, Like Jen, she had so much money. Why did you have to keep? It's like she did an extra 70 million one year. For what? For no reason at all. It's like, yeah, sure, I'll make that account. I'll make 70 million. I'll spend it on a birthday party. Like, or I'm sorry, 70,000. Like, it just, the money that she had and didn't understand, like, she didn't have to do it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, her business was legal, but I don't know how she decided to make it not legal. Like, she was doing legal shit, but then just turned it into an unlegal business. And I don't know how her husband, the lawyer, didn't know. What fucks me up about Coach is I thought I was on his side. I thought that he snowed her. She snowed him. I said she must have been lying to him her whole life. So he has no idea when she's lying and when she's not, because she's always lying. So I was like, how could he believe her? But the fact that this man, this professional man, thought that it was okay for another man and to pay for his birthday party fucked me up. I said, how in the fuck do she get to talk you into thinking that somebody's going to pay $50,000 for your grown ass man's birthday party? That your wife's like, she must have really fucking been lying for a long time for him to actually believe that they didn't have to pay these people back. Like, why did you think that they would pay for your birthday party? That makes no sense, Coach. You're a smart man. Is she really snowing you that bad? And I really thought he was going to divorce her the second she went to prison.
On a lighter note, I'm going to be Meredith Marks's manager. I'm going to get her into QVC on selling bath bombs, everything to do with baths. Everything. Her name and her face is going to be on every bath basically now. This is Meredith's goal, is to sell bath bombs. Yes. Everything to do with bath.
I love a good bath bomb.
Yes. And you can say Meredith.
You should have a line called The Husbands.
Rolling a tongue. I like the bath.
I want to see all the notes in Meredith's bag. I want to see the burn book. What's in the burn book? Can you guys? I never watched Gossip Girl. Is that like a hit from Gossip? Is that something from Gossip Girl or something? What is with the
burn book? Was something from high school.
Oh, is that Mean Girls?
Yeah, like Mean Girls burn book. I don't know. Here,
because they showed it in Vanderpump. They showed it like I thought. Oh, maybe it's a prop or something. But I get it now. Well, I didn't understand Gossip Girl. I never watched Gossip Girl, so I didn't know that was a thing. I thought that was, now that I know that was something that Gossip Girl said. Now I think it's boss that fucking Monica said even Gossip Girl can't stay Gossip Girl forever. I didn't realize that Gossip Girl said that. So
I've got another plan as well.
So
I've got another plan.
In Mean Girls, when they were showing the other girl, inviting her in, and they told, what's that girl's name? Lohan. Is that the Lohan girl?
Yeah.
Lindsay Lohan. They were like, it's our burn book. See, we cut out girls' pictures from the yearbook, and then we write comments. Look.
Yeah. I mean, like the fact that like literally what is she selling caviar for breakfast? Meredith,
yeah, and her husband eat caviar for breakfast.
But she smells like fucking stale bugles and like, I'm sorry, I can't get over hearing about the dusty jewelry, and then her outfits remind me of just like I don't know. You guys know what the back rooms are? The back rooms.
Yeah.
That the weird feeling you get when you see the back rooms, like that. Oh my god, I don't want to go to the doctor. Feeling. I feel like Meredith belongs in the back rooms. I'm sorry. The back rooms.
I was pleased she didn't have any feathers, at least.
I've been thinking, and I think Angie Kay could be marketing something as well. You got Patti LaBelle. You got Patti LaBelle with her potato pies.
My God.
Now you got Angie Kay with Greek salads.
I didn't even have one. I never had a burn book. You know who had a burn book? The chick on Below Deck. Remember the one Stu that they had to like ask her to leave. She had a burn book. What was her name? She was violent to the kid. Oh my God, she had a burn book. She's like, yeah, I had a burn book, and she was like, it was like all these women that like, and she was like in pageants, all the women that like didn't have her. I don't know, like it was like moms and they like friends' moms' names, teachers' names were on there. Literally, this bitch had a burn book. I said, wow, burn book vibes.
Wait a minute, Weston, stop trying to make fetch happen.
I know. I told him to call. I wish Weston would call.
But like I say, this is like
emotional I get about this stuff.
I cannot take this too seriously because Monica will be coming back. It'll be like a U-turn. Yeah. It'll be Monica rising from the thing.
And she's slaying the shit. Like she's literally slaying. They're like, she's like, actually, she didn't even like follow my directions and act like she was a victim of Jen Shaw. She's like, yeah, fuck it. I called on her. Fuck it. I was her friend.
Yeah, it's like you just want just let's keep moving.
No, actually, he said she's going to prison. I was like, good one. He's like, I thought she was going to deny it, but she literally said, like, the story I got was Jen said, I need you to, or when you want to be rich, I'll tell you how to make money. I want you to like put this money, 600 million and something in account. And she's like, what? That's weird. Went to some guy who's a, like CIA person and said, yo, this chick is like asking me to do this. Should I do this? And he's like, no, she's going to prison. Fuck that girl. And then you have to play the victim. She didn't pay me. She's like, nah, fuck it. I was her friend. Fuck it. I called. I'm like, Monica, shh.
Because she's a terrible person. She was.
Well, she was.
A lot of people had a similar experience with her being just like
it's not a crime to post violent criminal.
This is like a life lesson with people. If you want to get on top of the haters, you expose yourself before they expose you. That way you can be guilty. And that's what Monica did.
If she didn't, then they call her they say she's hiding things and she's a liar. You didn't tell us about you didn't open up about your life. It's either you open up and they use it against you, or if you just tell the truth. Look, if you get your truth out there, like I had to in the very beginning, people rewrite history for you. And you're not going to rewrite my fucking history. I will tell you.
If you wear it, what you've done in your past, you own it. You say what you've done.
Yeah.
Especially on public TV.
I'm proud of it. I'm proud of where I can. I'm proud of where I'm at.
There are no
people like Jen Shaw. I'm like, I was gutted when I was caught up in my situation. I was gutted about it. I was so scared. I couldn't even function as a normal person because I knew it was going to end. I knew we were caught. I knew it was going to happen. Listen, and I know it sucked really bad. And like, I did other stuff. I've done other crimes. I've done other shit. But like to see her go on there and just like, I was like, literally, I didn't talk to my family for like 3 years. Like, I really like, I don't know how this person was Jen Shaw. Like, she's one of a fucking kind. It's nothing like Erica's nothing like her. She's not anything she's not like a Teresa. She's just somebody who I just like Bernie Madoff, basically. No, like not even self-awareness for other people. No self-awareness for yourself. Like you put yourself in like so much danger. Like you took your life basically by like being a fraud. Did you not? That's not sustainable. Doesn't she realize like when that's happening, that's not a sustainable lifestyle. Everybody gets caught. You can't do that forever. Like
Weston, the thing is, I see what you're saying, but these women have no storyline. These women,
you've been bullying us for years.
These women have no storyline, so they're going to cling to Monica because Monica is the story. They do it in Beverly Hills.
Well, they better think. They better make it sound right. They better make the math. The math. Make the math work out.
They've done it in every.
Fire Heather.
The problem with these franchises, these women need to start stepping up and actually having a story, a one worth telling.
We said it. They had nothing. Think about it. Now, do you think about Whitney had to make up shit every week? She had to make up a fight with somebody every week. Then you have Mary, who's like, I ain't fucking showing up. You got Meredith going, what other things going on? I can't talk about this shit. People are losing their limbs. I can't be messy. People are losing limbs. It's like, okay. And she's like, the husbands, God damn it. But Meredith had nothing but the husband thing. Angie basically is one of like a Monica. She's got a past, but she doesn't want to talk about it. She's got shit happening. She don't want to talk about it, really. Monica's like, at least I give my shit out there. You have shit you're hiding. So Angie wasn't going to give us shit. She's going to keep her asshole tight as possible. You know what I mean?
Well, like, I'm going to be Meredith Marks.
Lisa's got nothing. She doesn't want to talk about her life.
You can leave. I'm disengaging. I'm going to take a bath.
Telling you bath bubbles that make not have like scum or something. Because what did they say? Like, I think really that they know she's dirty. And I'm just saying that because Whitney really does like, they called her Dusty. They said I wouldn't want to be in a bathtub with her. I really think that they think she's dirty or something. I don't know. Wes, I heard somebody said they heard she smells. Or he smells. Really, like literally, like how can you? Yeah, like even that. I would have like honestly at first. If I were Monica, I just would have said, "Hey, I was behind the account in the very beginning. Listen, because if she was worried about the whole season, fucking Heather, like, how dare you try to be her friend? Like, make her think that you're going like this birthday friend. Like, I was so happy for her when they did the birthday stuff for her. I was like, oh, thank God. Like, she has friends now. Like, maybe she can finally like either not work things out with her mom or not need her mom anymore as much or something. And then they just fucking throw it up and they're like, oh, it was fake the whole time. I knew you were Von Teese. I was waiting just to build you back up to take you back down again. Think about it. Make her
that
think
was very Carrie. You ever seen
good.
that Carrie where they know that they don't really want her to be
Yeah,
the homecoming queen, and then they let her up there only to pour the pig's blood on her head?
Isn't that like Heather too? That movie
Mhm.
Heathers. So isn't it like Heather's? Is that what happened? I think it was like Heather's
Oh
too.
yeah, the
She knows
Jawbreakers.
herself.
Heathers, yeah.
Sorry, I'm just saying. Does she smell like the ship Dusty Bugles? Did she ask you if you wanted a bowl of Dusty Bugles, Wes? Here's a Dusty Bugles and
contacted Brooks, by the way. I contacted Brooks before Jen went to prison, and I says, "Can you make an orange jumpsuit for Jen when she goes in the prison?" And he didn't reply one, and he seen it but didn't reply. I was just like, Brooks, this is your lane, making tracksuits.
That's why you're not calling in. That's why you won't call us. You're in literally. I would love that. Like, you're not going to shout. I know, no. Literally, like, the fact that you're in a bathtub talking to us right now about Meredith is iconic. You should literally record part of the podcast with them in the bathtub, and we just got to hear you bubbles. We just got to hear the
I like
bubbles.
what Weston said about screenshots. Where are the screenshots? They would have had more than those 3 screenshots they showed us last night if there was really more damaging stuff about the other ladies. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
There was like what? Literally 3 screenshots. And what's the big deal? And was that even on Reality Von Teese, or was that messages?
It was like Twitter's, some kind of Twitter stuff, and like, oh my God. And all the screenshots of like messages of Von Teese to like other, like, I guess the ones from Dana and all. It's just all Jen Shah. It's all Jen Shah. I don't think there's anything. I don't know what they're talking about. And I really hope Andy closes this up, or like, Andy has to like reel this in, listen to what the fuck. Well, it's over. They already recorded it, but I'm just saying, I really hope that he like thought about this deeply and thought, Jesus Christ, these women had nothing. Yes, in the very beginning, very, very beginning, I was happy they were kind of recreating like his like scenes from Beverly Hills. Remember? I was like, oh my God, it's a Beverly Hills scene. That's another Beverly Hills scene. I was like, look, if they want to be actresses, I'm for it, because it's hilarious watching them try to do this. And then it turned into some real shit. Like, now it's like, oh my God, this whole thing was fake the whole time. Like, Heather literally acted like they're not legit. Oh my God, see, that pisses me off.
I felt so
down because they didn't even get a name.
When Angie K sent those horrible messages, I felt so sorry for Angie H. And I messaged her and asked saying if she did anything. Because I keep in contact with
Heather. Oh, okay. Reality Von Teese defending Heather from something Murillo said. So really, think about this. How fucked is this? They showed like shit that like literally nothing about what they were trying to make us think. They played in our heads and played our heads something about like like, oh my fucking God, what were they screaming and yelling about? What were they screaming and yelling about her for then? What did they know or see? Like, how dare you? And
what is Murillo?
For you, huh?
I'm wanting to know, what is Murillo? Is he gay? Is he just a stan? Or has he got like stalker issues with Jen? What is the deal with Murillo and Jen?
He's obsessed with her. I don't know. I thought in the very beginning he was one of the people on Von Teese. They cry. So look, productions, the Shed Media is the one that did up.
He was friends with Monica, I know that. And they fell out.
It's so crazy. Why would these? All right, this is the funny thing. These people have a better chance of getting fame and clout by being friends with Monica and being in her life while she's on reality TV, other than going against her. This is what makes me funny. This is what makes me laugh. That these people out here that we see, right, with Jersey and all, the people that want to get on the show, we see the housewives, and then we see their thirsty friends, and then we literally watch the thirsty friends get mad, and then come to us thinking that that's going to create enough noise that that's going to get them on the show. And it's like, how can they realize by now that is all you are, is our minion? When you come to us being a snitch about your friend that you've known for 30 years or 40 years, and you just want to be messy and give up all her information because you think it's going to get you on a show, that's no. Like, just like what Tanisha's doing, all this like snitch shit, you're just doing a favor for us. You're doing us a favor and like by taking yourself out and proving us right. We're never going to be like, we want you on the show, Murillo. We want you on the show, Tanisha. Like, think about it. No, you're like literally stupid. Like, you just literally yelled at this girl for doing everything you did just to catch her into doing something she didn't do. Like, it's fucking ass backwards. And I really can't wait for Tanisha. I wish Tanisha or somebody would call this, literally come up here and debate this with me. Because if not, it's going to like literally come up here and say, explain to me why you think you're doing this. Like, why do you think, Tanisha, do you think that this is like you did something? Why do you think that you can prove she's Fontees? We already know that. You're not proving anything new. Nothing you gave us was new news, Monica. I mean, Tanisha. You just showed your call. You showed how stupid you look by literally working with Heather and being a little snitchy poo by recording her. By probably Heather probably said, yeah, go do it. Because if Heather didn't say go do it, why isn't she firing Tanisha?
I will say this, that interview what I watched with Murillo, the lady who was doing it, and there's no offense to her because I don't want to be shady to her, but it was very one-sided. And for me, an interviewer has got to be all open, no holds barred, finding out the truth. You know what I mean? Asking the question, not just being one-sided. And I just thought it was like an injustice, especially when you've got someone like Murillo on.
Murillo used to be her assistant. What did these people go from like housewife to housewife being assistants? Holy crap, man. You mean to tell me that, oh man, this is so fucking stupid. All this is a bunch of like, oh man, Heather just took these people and created like a whole Heather thinks she's good, man, and she's not.
Oh, Bond. He used to be Heather's assistant.
And
this is a very small pond.
And Jen's. Just like Tanisha, just like fucking Monica. So basically, they probably all were. Wait, Weston, wasn't Murillo a part of Fontees at one point? Why did I feel like he had a part in this at one point and then didn't? Monica basically replaced Murillo. But like, did he even get paid? Did he get paid by Jen? It's so crazy. And like, I don't blame people for wanting to work for the housewives. I would. I don't want to be one, but I'm saying like I would want to be in it. You know, I would definitely want to be working for one of them and doing my thing.
All I can say is, Tanisha dropped them in it.
Hey, sister.
Tanisha is not smart. She dropped Heather right in it, and she confirmed everything what I was thinking all along with Bravo.
Heather just picks all the like leftovers and then tries to create a whole.
The thing is, Heather's played a hand, and she thought she was sneaky. She is dumb.
She's lucky. She's lucky she got away with it this long with Black Eye Gate. Now we're really pissed, and now we really hate you for it. We were over Black Eye Gate. I was over it on Ultimate Girls Trip. Why does that keep doing that? Do you guys see that? Do you see that flag?
One, I was like, Heather, we rooting for you. You're the underdog. Blah blah. But she's not. Lisa Barlow was right. It's bad weather. Heather. She is the one, the troublemaker of the whole lot.
Thing is, like, how is she going to explain that she knew the whole time? How's she going to explain that to us after you literally screamed at the finale? After becoming friends with Monica, because you said you didn't know about Fontees, right? Like, how could you just, we were your friend, but you knew the whole time. So how are you going to explain that now, Heather? Like, and how are you going to explain Black Eye Gate, the investigation, the insinuations? Now you're probably going to get sued. And then guess what? Bravo is going to be like, you got to go. We can't have you getting sued, girl. We can't have you doing shit like this. You're getting us in trouble. Because I don't, like, how did Andy would have never been okay with Heather lying and making this up. Because it just brings a bunch of stuff to them that they don't need. Like, now we're looking at Bravo like, what the fuck? Did you guys not know? Did you know? We're looking at Shed Media sideways like, wow. Do we even trust the housewife shows anymore? Because if we can't trust them showing us everything and then it's like crazy. How can we talk about it honestly? You know what I mean? How do we get honest perspective when you're hiding shit from us? Like stuff and then lying to us. Like, it's not reality when you do that. Why does that keep doing that? I feel like, why is my taking pictures or my thing's taking pictures? It's freaking me out.
Anyway, Chris.
Anyway, but sorry.
I'm going to I'm going to drop down now.
Me too. 3.5 hours. I'm going to go too.
But I will say thank you for letting us up. And Weston,
Friday.
hope you're having
Listen,
fun.
let's do it all again Friday, same time, same place, about Beverly Hills, though.
Weston, I hope you're having fun in the bathtub with your rubber ducky.
I know. I just want a picture. Please, like,
and
we're
just
messy over here, right? Yeah.
everyone what came up and spoke on the panel, thank you. And also thank you even to Sebastian, even though he didn't have the same opinion, and Emmanuel, and they explained the reasons why. Finally, people are starting to explain the reasons why, and hopefully we've all learned something from it, because
I know. That's what I like about other opinions.
The way some of these blogging channels are going on is ridiculous.
Definitely good. Yes. She had to have lied, because they would have just, they literally said they had to, that costs money to do an investigation. It takes up time. And you lie about it? Like, even Andy all year, he's like, I think Jen did it. I think Jen did it. Like, he didn't even, like, it blows my mind. He's got to be pissed. He's got to hate Heather at this point.
Heather lied about it. I know if
Yeah.
I lied about it, because it's blatantly obvious. It's blatantly obvious. She wanted that to happen on you. Because they didn't, at first, they probably not knowing that Monica was coming in until some time after. So she's hanging on that to keep the storyline going, which I predicted she would try and do 3 weeks ago. I said, she's not finished with Black Eye. She's going to try and make it a story. And she did right at the end before they cut everything. So I can read Heather like there's no tomorrow. She's an easy read. It's disappointing. I expected a bit more, but I will say Mary Cosby every season has been dropping crumbs in the confessionals, and the way she behaves towards the housewife is very telling, and no one has been picking up on it. And like I say, it's all fun. It's all fun to watch. It's been a great season.
I know it has. No matter what, it kept us busy, and it's keeping us busy still. It's keeping us up. Like, we would have, like, now I'm going to say 8, 9, 10, 11 hours. I think we should be, like, I think we need to stop. We need to go on the hills on Friday and not talk about Salt Lake after that, unless some stuff happens. I don't know. This was a good one, though.
Everyone, and stay safe. I'm out.
Bye. Did you see what my sister said? But all right, guys. I know you guys are still watching. I don't know. We were talking about Salt Lake. The reunion chat was last night, and it's just a whole bunch of shit. It was a whole lie. Like, Heather made up a whole lie all season, and she tried to act like she did something. It was so crazy. You have to, Jen, watch it. See, she knows that Jen Shaw's taken 20 years off. This is my sister, by the way. She knows how, like, activated I get about this Jen Shaw shit. Like, we are, like, see, she makes us criminals look bad, right, Jen? I'm just kidding. She makes us felons look like bad. Like, I'm just kidding. We're not. She just made me look bad. I don't know. She's an asshole. The fact that we're still talking about her. Thank you. Love you. Look at me. I'm getting, like, really antsy. I had to go. But, yeah, I will see you guys on Friday, hopefully. I know. Why did they take her west? Why did they? Yeah, I really believe she came on expecting an apology from every single one of them ladies, and she didn't get it. And I think once she didn't get an apology, she sat down with every single one of them, and they didn't apologize. And I think she expected it, and they didn't do it, and she left. Didn't want to film anymore, and I didn't blame her. But again, I think I wish she kind of went, thank you, Aaron, for doing all the links too, and being my mod and being here, all of you. I love all of you so much. Yeah, guys, it's been 11.5 hours now, and we still haven't gotten an answer on where's those DMs that they led us up to. I asked Monica, please, Wes, please, like, somebody over there in Salt Lake, please bring us some proof of what we were so mad at Monica for. Like, what were we so mad at Meredith for? Like, and please tell me this is the last year we got to talk about Jen Shaw. Yes, please come back. You guys, all the links are in the chat, but I'm going to make sure they go in the description of everybody's channels and podcasts that was on here and on my thing. Always to podcast side. If you stayed this long, I love you. Thank you for that. There's that flash again, Mamir. If you watch back, there's flashes through this. Look, there it is. Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Because I heard that iPhone takes pictures of you every 5 seconds. Not that I care, but I'm just saying. It's weird. All right, Shen, what are you doing? Will you come over or something? That's my sister. I gotta talk to my sister. What are you doing, Shen? Come over. I know. I'm so glad that you, Wes. I saw you in the Instagram one, And I can't tell, I don't know what's going on with Instagram Live. I don't know how to use it. If I do and nobody's on it, I don't know. My hair is a mess. I'm a mess. I will call you in a little bit. Shannon, I need you to come over. Look at the wallpaper. Wait, look at the new wallpaper. Look. Yes. It was so pretty. Okay. There's shrooms in them. All right, I love you. Oh my God, you're Manic Garcelle today? Wait, was it on last night? It wasn't on yet, was it? Beverly Hills. Is there something that's going on? Yeah, nice to meet you. I love it. Because listen, when people live in the area, like, you know, we have a representative of Salt Lake here and the Salty Lake podcast. Please definitely come back on Friday. Say same time, same place. I will be here on Friday. And Beverly Hills should be interesting. Hopefully no more Denise stuff, but there's that flash again. I don't know what the fuck's happening. It's not coming from these lights. I know that, but it's so cute. Oh yeah, the sign. I say the sign. Guys, when you see the sign. Oh my God, do I look higher? Oh, the thing with the Heather with the eye thing. Shannon, go back, my sister. She saw a picture of my eye. I didn't show everybody, but because it was so bad. But Heather's eye looks like my eye did. Shannon, tell me that Heather's eye doesn't look like that. And you know mine was from Botox and lashes. It started from that. And Heather's eye looks like she got punched in the face. That's what my eye looked like. I didn't realize that. Because I don't think Jen did it. That flash is weird. It's been going on the entire time. And I just saw a thing about iPhone. And I'm like, well, oh my God, why did they take a picture of me? But no big deal. But like, why? That flash is weird. But everybody on Twitter, hello. Twitter. A lot of people on Facebook and stuff. All right, guys. I always do this. You hang up first. No, I'll hang up first. Yeah. 2 years, guys. 2 years. And I guarantee, wait, if we go back to the Who's, oh my God. I'm going to bring up Who Started You On from either last year or the year before. And see what our, listen, I'm probably saying the same shit that I'm saying right now. And that's what's going to freak out. It is. It's definitely Wi-Fi. I don't know. Somebody's taking a picture of me. All right, guys. I'm going to go because I'm going to actually shut the camera down. All right, Sean, I'm going to call you as soon as I hang up. You got my message, right? I'm in help. I need help. It's a whole thing. All right, guys. I love you. See you on Friday. Hopefully I'll be in this wall and I'll have the new furniture that never came yesterday. And I'm still mad about it. Okay, I will call you now. I love you. AI, I know. It's freaking me out. Siri, I love you. You're the best thing ever. Siri, are you taking pictures of me? Are you taking pictures of me? Hi, Siri. She opens up my camera. I love you, Siri. I'll talk to you later. All right, guys. Thank you for everything. And make sure you do all the things, okay? Bye.